I'm going to end it here in a few minutes. Hey, y'all. We're live. I'm trying to go live on TikTok at the same time, but I'm not going to keep the live on TikTok very long. So I'm on YouTube, SheRaSeven on YouTube. Y'all come check me out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So we're going to be talking about dilly-dally style freestyling. Because lately, a lot of women have been asking me, oh, what if I don't like going out alone by myself to a bar? Da 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 da. Well, that's not what I meant by freestyling anyway. But anyway, you can literally dilly-dally during the daytime, which means frolic, living a life of leisure, having fun, doing activities, aka rich activities on the rich side of town. Okay, so we're going to be discussing that here today on YouTube. So y'all come on over here. SheRaSeven on YouTube. I'm live right now. Okay, so I just got back from like a little beach weekend vacation, and I had so much fun. And we had a little beach picnic. We went out to eat. We walked around on the strand and the little shops and all that kind of stuff, took photos. So, we had a good time, and living like leisurely, even if it's like if you're single, because I have kids. I'm just having fun with my kids. But if you are single, you get dressed, you look cute, and you get your little nice leisurely outfit together, and you just go walk around and do what women do. You know what I'm saying? You just have a good time. Go shop. Go look in the shops. If you don't have the money to shop, go look around. Put your nice outfit on. Go have like a little snack or a coffee somewhere, or at a little cafe. Go walk along the beach. Go walk along the marina. Go sit around a nice like little park in a rich area. You don't always have to be out drinking. You don't always have to be at a bar. You don't always have to go out at night. I'm telling y'all, the best time to find anything is during the daytime. Any type of man with money, is best found doing rich activities during the daytime. All right. So that's what y'all need to be going to do. It's dilly-dallying in the daytime. I don't care if you work all the time. Find some time, take off, lie and say you have a doctor's appointment. I don't care. Go out early in the mornings on the weekends if you can't get off during the weeks, weekdays. All right. The boss baby says, I've been dilly-dallying at the rich side of town. Okay, good for you. The park, the grocery store for months. But nobody comes up. They just look, maybe it's my RBF. I don't know what RBF. Oh, resting face. Okay. Yeah, you got to smile and act like you're just having the best time ever. You got to smile. Who wants to approach someone that looks like they're in deep contemplation on whether life is worth it or not? You know what I mean? So smile. He sent you $100 for perfume. What's next? Wonderful. Losing earrings. See what he'll send you. Tell him that you lost your favorite pair of. Tell him that you lost one of your diamond earrings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what's next, baby. Jewelry. All right. Anyway, I got these Belgian chocolates. They're like these praline, hazelnut pralines. They're so good. I don't want to eat one in front of y'all just yet. I'll save it for later. But yeah, I'm on YouTube, y'all, so come on over here if y'all are on TikTok. Okay. You gotta fix it. Yes, you gotta look. You're walking around like this. It looks like you're mad at your husband or something. You gotta walk around like this instead. Walking around like this means you're sad. No one wants to talk to a sad person. You're recovering from your stomach bug, and seeing you has picked me up. Thank you. Okay, D3, sprinkle, sprinkle. I hope you feel better. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. People keep asking me about some people that I don't know. I don't know who these people are that y'all are asking me about on TikTok. I don't really follow too many people unless it's something that I'm like interested in. So I don't know. No shade to the people that you're asking me about. I just don't know who they are. Okay. You said you're going on a solo trip. What would you recommend doing as a young woman? All the fun things that you want to do on your own, because chances are you're going to meet somebody with similar taste and similar hobbies or similar interests if you go do things you actually want to do. If you go on vacation, so do the stuff you actually want to do, and you're most likely to meet somebody that has the same interest in you anyway. Do what you want to do. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You said, what do I do if a man follows a lot of girls? I don't care. At least he's not following out a bunch of me. And I don't really care if people follow a girl. That's what you're supposed to do on social media. You don't want them to have a social media, then just tell them to delete it. Then you're going to look even more crazy. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so the youngsters say that I am not sensitive to the youngsters because I don't care about men following other girls on social media. Well, man, have one of your standards before you deal with a man be that he not have social media and that he does whatever you tell him to do. That's one of your standards that you also need to have. If you want him not to follow any women on social media, you need to ask him to not have social media and do whatever you say if he does have a social media. You need to add those two standards to your list of standards, okay? Don't come over here asking me what if he follows a lot of girls. He's supposed to. He's a man. What's he supposed to be following? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what y'all talking about. I am sensitive to how stupid y'all are. All right. You don't want your man to have social media. Make sure he old and he can't work social media. I'll be getting on my nerves. Mm-hmm. Your boyfriend give you money, but he gets upset easily and don't want to talk to me. What to do? Go talk to somebody else. He'll learn quick. Be like, I just had coffee. I'm talking to somebody. Is it gonna be you or somebody else? I just had coffee. You know how when you have coffee, you just be talking. You don't know why. I'm like, dang, I'm talking a lot. Hope this person don't think I'm crazy. I just had a bunch of coffee. So tell them, look, I've had coffee. I need to talk to somebody. It's gonna be you or somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I'm on my YouTube channel if y'all want to come over here. I'm simultaneously going live on 2 platforms. Okay. Mm-hmm. I hear Sasha in the next room singing. You said, why is he hiding that he's married from me? So he could have a chance. Oh, thank y'all for the gifts on TikTok. Girl, they all be lying. You ain't special. I swear, when y'all wake up and realize y'all ain't special and men will lie to your face with a straight face, that's when y'all are gonna realize and wake up and see the truth for what it is. Because y'all acting like this ain't normal. Oh no, why would a married man tell you he's not married? I wonder why. Thank you, MX Mixuni. Thank you, girl, for the super chat. Yeah. Tell him. I know you married, so guess what? I'm gonna need some more money. I know you married, so it's gonna cost you more now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You're supposed to get more money out of that information, ma'am, not less. Wonderful. Isn't she supposed to get more money, y'all? You know, as soon as you find out you're married, you're supposed to get new stuff, new clothes, new purse, rent. Can a person become manipulative, or is something you're born with? Manipulation comes out of necessity. All right. If you're smart, have a high IQ, and your DNA, you got smart people's DNA, you can probably manipulate better than the next person. But manipulation comes from necessity. You need to manipulate. Oops, I just deleted a comment by accident. I am so sorry. Whoever that was, write it again. I'm so sorry. It was the wrong button. Should you give a man another chance? He said he wasn't ready to date a few months ago, but is ready now. Okay, well, it costs money now, baby. Thank you, Miss Avery. It's like, I'm so glad you called. I was just wondering if, I would ever find my provider. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Just rewrite the comment. A wealthy guy, first date coming up. You mentioned a cute gift. He said he'll bring himself. Any tips on one? How can I get a gift? It's like, oh, I already know that, but I can't wait to see what else you bring me. Sprinkle. I can't wait to see what else you bring me, baby. Say, oh, I already know that, but I can't wait to see what else you bring me. That's what you say to that. We're gonna see what y'all doing over here on TikTok. What do I think about the CEO scandal? It's normal. I know his other girlfriend mad too, because if he got one, he got two. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, I said that last time. He got a third with somewhere. I know she mad too. Like, why didn't you take me to the concert instead? I would at least ducked. I'm younger. I got faster reflexes. Your uncle told you to keep two men because he knows what men do. He said he told you he didn't have time for a relationship and don't want to hurt anyone to break up. Okay, well, why would you want a relationship with somebody that don't want one with you, man? That is the mystery. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, Princess Hannah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah, first of all, I don't care about a man that wants a relationship with me. They got to come chase me down and beg me for the relationship because I'm not going to beg them. That's number one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got stuff to do. Thank you, Beyonce K. Nice name. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah. I don't care, baby. When you have more than one, you don't need a commitment right away. You don't seek a commitment when you have more than one. Y'all have to understand this because some of y'all be like just only doing one thing at a time, hoping for this person to be your husband, this person you've met once or twice, gone out with a few times, talked to them all day, all night, text them left and right for weeks at a time. Y'all think this is your husband. If he's not spending no money and paying no bills, he ain't nowhere close to no husband material. We don't need a relationship with somebody. They need one with us. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to get to that mentality. Y'all got to get into the mentality of them needing us, not us needing them, darling. We can need them for financial increase, but we don't chase men. They are supposed to come to us with, will you be in a relationship with me? I am a provider. That's what we need to hear. What advice would you give a 17-year-old? Don't ever pay on a date. Make sure the man that you're dating or the 17-year-old or teenager dude that you're dating has a job or has money from family. Don't get pregnant. Don't roll around on the mattress. All boys want your age is to roll around on the mattress. Just make sure that you know better than that and you don't become a statistic. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't become a statistic. That's all I can tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got all the potential in the world. Please don't become a statistic. That's what we're talking about. To be better. All right. Make sure your mom's proud. There you go. Be somebody to brag on to you that your parents are proud of. Wonderful. You're supposed to do better than your parents. Okay. Hope y'all understand that. Okay. Like literally, I think the kids are supposed to be better than the parents. So if they're not doing better than you and they're not doing better than you at your age, they need to get on track. Really, you need to get on track. Be doing better than your mom and dad at their age. Wonderful. We have all the technology, more money, more knowledge. You're supposed to be doing way better. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, am I a Christian? No. Sorry. Not everybody has the same religion. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't even think Jesus was a Christian. So we have that in common. Anyway, you said I'm echoing? Well, come to my YouTube channel, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, you're talking to a senior in college and you're younger. What? You're younger. How do I keep him hooked in a casual situation? I want him to move my luggage into college and chase me, but he also hot and cold help. Okay, you need to have two, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because he's in college. You're not. He's hot and cold. He doesn't really like you. He probably just wants to roll around on the mattress with you. Go find you a nerd. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go get you a nerd, and obviously he's kind of attractive. So get you a nerd and get you an attractive one. You need to have two. I'm teaching you. Okay, the nerd will help you move in, and with your homework. The cute one, you can like parade him around and stuff like that. But the nerd gonna probably be the one with the money in the future. So you might need to keep both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't become a statistic though. You're engaged. Thank you, Shira. Love you. Oh, girl, cactus bunnies. Congratulations, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? You said Shira doesn't live in luxury. That poverty background tells me everything. Okay. Whatever, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know you're a man. Is this poverty background really? I don't think you know who I am. All right. Every time I change my background, you're like, oh, this poverty background. Ooh, and do you work? Are you in the office? Where are you on vacation? Da, da, da. I'm everywhere, man, sir. My background does not reflect my bank account. Remember that. What am I supposed to be in a massive mansion talking to y'all on a Monday afternoon? Hi, I'm in my massive mansion talking to y'all, and I could be doing anything like eating Belgian chocolates. Mm-hmm. What religion do I have? The women are goddesses. That's the religion if I have to create one or acknowledge one, the one that acknowledges women as goddesses. Okay. No patriarchal religion. Sorry. Anyway, any religion that uplifts women and understands their divinity, that one, on the highest level. Which man you worship? Okay. I inspired you to cut your hair. Shoulder length, you feel more confident. Thank you. Okay, Lady Sparkleton. I like that name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I hope it looks good, girl. Okay, what y'all doing over here? Wonderful. You said the guy won't do anything for you. You had his baby. Well, file child support, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get some money. Go to get file child support on. Wonderful. Okay. Do you believe any man can love a woman, or are they all the same? Well, if you look way better than them, they can love the idea of you and love to spend money on you. But you'd have to ask them personally. I don't know every man. Oh, Deborah, why do you feel bad when a man buys you a gift or spoil you? You feel guilty and it makes you feel uncomfortable because you probably grew up brainwashed and in a world where they made women feel more like servants rather than goddesses. And you need to redirect your thinking into understanding that you deserve nice things. You deserve men to be providers and buy you gifts. You've just been brainwashed. So unbrainwash yourself. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There are some people that are born that just know that their value is high. And even if they are brainwashed or try or attempted to be brainwashed, they don't believe that mess. It's called main character energy, baby. And when you know, you know. You know, it's like this doesn't sound right. I'm supposed to be getting this. I'm supposed to be having this life. I'm supposed to be da, 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 and then that's what you make it. You know, you're not supposed to be like, oh, well, I don't deserve this, and I feel guilty when somebody does this for me. And ma'am, they should be honor you are in their presence enough to even give them a gift. You know, so or them give you a gift. When people visit royalty, they often bring gifts. So just think of yourself as royalty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. How do you break up with a narcissist? It's been 7 years. You're 23 and you ready to go. Tell him you're ready to have a baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He'll let you go. Like I'm ready to have a baby. You're like, oh, gotta go, because he does not want to compete with that child, baby, for attention. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he's spending money on you, but still says he isn't ready to be in a relationship? Doesn't think he's ready to be exclusive yet? I wouldn't want him to be exclusive with me, darling, because I'm gonna have two and three. You see, a man can have his cake and eat it too, but women are not smart enough to understand what they're doing. Some women, I ain't gonna say all women, 'cause that's obvious what he's doing. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. So you have your cake and eat it too. Get his money and date other men at the same time, baby. I bet you $1,000,000,000 he'll want you to be exclusive to him if he thinks you're out with other men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I need to be smart. Don't nobody want to beg someone for a relationship. Go have several and collect several bags. Yeah. Collect several bags. If you can get him, you can get them. He said he'd get you the trip. He's on vacation. Should I wait or ask him to send me the money to buy the ticket and for the trip? Okay. A trip somewhere else without him? Like a trip for yourself without having to see him? I agree. If you go on this fly to him, I disagree. Go fly elsewhere. Just get the money and then go fly elsewhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be DoorDash. But if it's for somewhere else, get it and go, girl. Let me read some of these on TikTok. What y'all talking about over here? You said, what's wrong with the relationship with mutual respect? Nothing is wrong with it. Hopefully, the man is a provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hopefully, the man is the provider of the family and doesn't have his woman clocked in 9 months pregnant. Okay. They can have respect for each other. If a man respects a woman, he ain't gonna ask her to work no 9 months pregnant or build his house, aka pay no mortgage. Sprinkle. Okay, your undercover married man you went on a date with got you gifts not more than 100, no, not more than 1,000. He kissed you and got mad. We went to the mall. You chose a $11,000 bag he didn't buy. Said he preferred buying in Europe. What next? Find a European website and order from there. Sprinkle. That's what's next, baby. Makeup and lifestyle. Thank you for the super chat. Or get on your phone and log on to the European website. Okay, or maybe it's less money in Europe. You ain't got it like that, child. Okay, so we were talking about dillying and dallying instead of sitting in a bar. So y'all put on a cute outfit and just go out during the daytime and have fun. Y'all don't always have to be in no bar. Go get you a cute dress, a little cute summer dress since it's still summer. If it's whatever time of year, dress for the time of year, and just go walk around and do fun things, seasonal things, rich activities. And that's how you're going to meet people that have money. And make sure you're on the rich side of town, not the broke side of town. I say that every video, but it's just the truth. Yeah, I got a tan. I was at the beach yesterday. Mm-hmm. You said, why is my face lopsided? Because I don't have plastic surgery. Sprinkle. Okay. Y'all want me to go get plastic surgery so my face can be perfect? AI will fix it. Don't worry about it. Or maybe it's the angle of my fold. I don't know. Is my face lopsided? I have no idea. I love the backhanded compliments from people that probably look 10 times worse than me. Like, I love your confidence. It's always like, I always go and look up the people that be talking trash and they be looking like trash. Funny. Yeah, making me laugh without even knowing it. I'm like, ooh, I'd be mad too if I look like that. Okay. Thank you. You said, what are rich activities? It's activities that rich people like to do, in the rich side of town. You can go to the golf course, country club, the gym on the rich side of town, a nice park over there, the grocery store, during the daytime, pickleball courts, pickleball clubs, yachts, marinas, marina clubs, yacht clubs, da da da. Playing tennis, the driving range, shooting range if you live in Texas. Sprinkle. Okay, just walk around and just smile. If you're in the grocery store on the rich side of town, you see a tall man that has money, just act like you can't reach something on the top shelf. They'll come get it for you. Hang around in the wine section, see who's buying that expensive wine and champagne, or, whatever. A lot of times, if you go to like the nice neighborhoods, a lot of times, like if y'all are young, y'all are looking for like certain types of guys. It just all depends. They like to go shop during the daytime when there's nobody there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the one of the things I could tell you is to stay positive in your conversation when you're talking to people with money, because like all that negativity, poverty mind talk will drive them away. Like, don't go into, oh, this economy, or oh, this or that. Like, no humglum crap. Okay, don't nobody talk about that. They're too busy living life, having the best day ever. So don't bring negativity into the conversation. No excuses for stuff. Don't seem like you're inadequate. Never talk down about yourself. That's another thing, because a lot of people don't understand that drives away people as well. Dilly dally means just having fun, living a life of leisure, just walking around, chilling, looking like, you don't have a care in the world. Like, just walking around, buying flowers, having a matcha, maybe like just window shopping or just, going to the country club, going to the pool club, there's like beach clubs if you live in a coastal town, just go do stuff like rich activities. That's literally it. And be dressed appropriately. Don't be showing too much because that is like, let me tell y'all something. That is one of the number one things that will give you away that you do not belong. Yeah, listening? Showing too much. Let me tell y'all why. Showing too much means you are trying to grab the attention of someone because you are desperate. It's giving off desperate energy. And that's not what people do who dilly-dally. They do not give off desperate, broke energy. So cover up. Okay, got a very large amount on the first date from a man spiraling after girlfriend cheated on him. He ghosted after. Well, good for you, ma'am. You won. You got the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He'll be back, or maybe his girlfriend got back with him. You never know. But I'm sure he'll be back. It's re-entry fee, of course. Mm-hmm. Would it be bad to fly to a man? Not if your name is DoorDash. Pick Bisha DoorDash. How may I help you? It wouldn't be bad if he flew to you. Or if, you actually knew who this person was and talked to them quite a while, and they came to you and then maybe y'all go on vacation together eventually. But to fly out as DoorDash, I don't think so. I mean, if you ain't ever been on a plane before and this might be your only chance because, you ain't got it like that, then maybe. If you think this is the only opportunity you're ever going to get on an aeroplane, maybe. But don't act like that's what it is. Why would you want to fly out to a man? You're not special enough for him to come to see you, baby? I don't understand that. I'll never fly to nobody. I'm already going there and that's where they at. I'm never flying out to nobody. If I fly somewhere and you just happen to be in that city, wonderful, but I'm not flying to nobody on purpose. Examples of how to politely decline all these men's attempts to get you in bed fast. Give them false hope and put financial obstacles in the way of them getting to the bed. Okay, so you know what I would love to, and I'm glad we're on the same page, but I'm trying to figure out how to get all my bills paid up for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I promised myself, I even wrote it in my journal, that I would not allow myself to fall and get into any relationship until I'm good financially. But if you would like to put, help me get towards that goal, good for, better for you, better for us both. If you really don't even want to do nothing with them, no matter how much money they got, just tell them that you're not over your ex. Lie. I'm not over my ex yet. If you're really trying to get rid of them. But you got to give them false hope. You can't tell them that, no. You got to I'm glad we're on the same page, but I promised myself that until my rent was paid up for 6 months, I'm not doing any of those things because that's my personal goal. Then he'll help you meet that goal, ma'am. Sprinkle. Let me see what y'all talking about on TikTok over here. Okay, we don't care about men that ghost us. We just go talk to the other one. The other ones will be the dude who ghosted you. He'll be back. Just charge a re-entry fee. Thank you, Hannah. Any tips for a girl in college? Also, what are your favorite brands of dresses and feminine clothes? In college, I'm not really worried about anybody in college unless they come from money or they're already graduated and got money. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to date no dude in college. I mean, what y'all gonna do? Roll around on the dorm mattress? I guess brands of clothes and feminine dresses. I don't think brands matter. I believe it's how you pair it and put it together. So any brand is fine as long as you can put it together in a classy, feminine way. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said get a man already working in his career. Exactly. I don't believe in dating students, like dating college people. They're just for fun. If you're gonna do that, just also have another one that's older with some money. That's all I could do. My mind was elevated in understanding what the real world is in school. So date both. Date your older man and maybe one in college. And don't get pregnant unless he's got like millions. Okay, spark, spark. All right. What do you do when there's a stupid guy who lacks common sense but has money? Get it. Get the money and lie to him and trick him to get more. Obviously, he's stupid enough to fall for it. He don't have no common sense. Uh, you said men got intimidated when you told them you were in trade school to be an electrician. So now you tell them that you clean houses. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Smart. I wouldn't tell them nothing. I'd tell them I'm a part-time receptionist. What do you do when he becomes inconsistent? Talk to the other one. Talk to another one. Okay, that's why you need a backup. What do you do when your tire starts getting low or flat? You get another one. Pull out the spare. Okay. Pull out the spare. If y'all don't have a spare, then do something. Do something else until he is being consistent again. Just ignore him. What if your man chats with naked cam girls? Then what if you go to dinner with a rich man that gives you money? Is that the same thing? He's chatting with a woman that he's giving money to and she's nude. Why aren't you sitting there chatting with a man who's giving you money but fully dressed? I mean, you could do it better. I don't know why. You can do it better. Women can do it better and get money. I don't know why y'all don't take advantage of that. Get the money. You said, how do you decenter men? Center money. And you only like you'll just see the money and not the man. You'll just, okay. There's some money. There's some money with a man attached to it. Now how to get to it. You decenter the man by centering the money. You still get both, but one you can grow and stack and save and invest. Okay. You said these men think AI robots will replace women. Good. If they can afford a robot, they probably don't want one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because they can actually get a real woman that actually likes them and who they can actually afford. It's kind of like, how like guys, they always want like this really nice car because they can't afford it. But men who can afford the car, they're like, oh, well, it's nice to have, but I don't really need it. I can pretty much do what I want. Or they may have several cars or, have a boat. You know what I'm saying? It's only guys that can't afford real women that want it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So hopefully they'll have enough money to save up. I don't know if they're giving out loans for robots, but maybe. Okay, you're going to the PGA golf tournament. Okay, the championship idea of what to wear. Wear some golf clothes, sprinkle, sprinkle. Or unless, are you going to be in the audience watching? Okay, go watch some of those championships to see what the ladies are wearing on there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Probably something cool. Elegant, flats, definitely, because you're going to be on grass. Or something classy, elegant, not too, you know, too much. And definitely wear flats. Mhm. Let me see what y'all talking about here. Do you feel like you should age gracefully or get into the Botox filler culture? It just depends on what you do. You know, can you write it off on your taxes? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, mm-hmm. You said we're dealing with racists for money now? You've been dealing with racists for money. Who is your boss? These people asking dumb questions. Ma'am, who signed your check, baby? Get all the money from whoever giving it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't. The funny thing is, if you are look, I'm just gonna be honest. If y'all are triggered by certain things, then steer clear from it. If you just here to get the money, collect and bounce, get your money, collect and bounce. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Do what's best for y'all. You said you're America, and yeah, all Americans are racists. Oh, who cares? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They just go with the flow, baby. They be trying to pretend they not by being politically correct, but they are, because otherwise they wouldn't have to be politically correct. All right. Oh, awesome. You're a little nervous. How should you act when you go? Act like you belong there and act like you're having a great time, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Act like you're interested. Ask questions. Smile. Be social. Okay. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm about to end this on TikTok. Y'all on TikTok, come over to my YouTube, SheRaSeven on YouTube. I'm still gonna be live over there. I'll see y'all. Thank y'all, everybody. Bye. Okay. Ooh. All right, y'all. I'm done with them on there. Sprinkle. Let's come over here. All right. Anyway, should you get a golf membership? Yeah, if you want to be around men that golf. Thank you, Chloe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why not? I was thinking about getting a country club membership for the fall, and we'll see. Maybe I can like do a little vlog or something if I decide to get one. Okay. What do you do if your man working 2 jobs and you don't spend enough time with them? Maybe he's not smart enough to get one high-paying job, or maybe he's not smart enough to start his own business where he makes money in his sleep. But I don't know. Maybe you could tell him to try to do something like that instead. You know, tell him to find a way to make money in his sleep. Tell him find a way to make money on his own, so he don't have to keep working 2 jobs. You know, tell him to find a way to make money without having to do all that work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Maybe work for himself for one of the jobs, or maybe work from home from one of the jobs. Mm-hmm. Do men like shy, silent women or loud, crazy ones? Probably somewhere in between. Okay. Probably somewhere in between. I'm eating all these chocolates. They're so good though. Mmm. You said when he confronts being too selfish, greedy. I mean, like, well, you know who I was when you met me. What we gonna do now? Because this is who I am. Sprinkle. I'm not gonna apologize, trying to rationalize who I am. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Sprinkle. A man will always try to gaslight you, talking about, oh, well, you're selfish and greedy. Okay, well, you knew who I was when we met. You didn't mind then? What happened? What changed? I haven't. Own it, baby. Own it. What they gonna do? Go find someone who's gonna give them stuff, aka Pygmisha. If you look good, a man is supposed to be the provider and give you things. Mm-hmm. You say he's racist but have money. What should you do? Well, if he's gonna give it to you, how racist is he, man? Okay. What you gonna do? You have a mouth, you know words. Do what you need to do and get the money too. Y'all ask me dumb questions. Hmm. You said advice for going as his plus one to a wedding. It's a destination wedding. Ooh. Are y'all in a relationship or are you just starting to date? Have you rolled around on the mattress with him? If you haven't rolled around on the mattress with him, get separate rooms. That's number one. Number two is he thinks by taking you to a wedding, if y'all aren't in a relationship, that it's going to make you want to get married to him or roll around on the mattress with him. And he might give you false promises or false hope. So separate rooms if you're not together. If you are together, wonderful, have fun, and make sure you accidentally pretend to forget your luggage so you can go shopping wherever y'all at on his dime. Wonderful. What if a man and real estate owner says that when y'all get married, that you can work for him, rent apartments to people, and I will get my salary for it? Is that safe, or is he trying to manipulate? Say when I get married, I want my own business. I don't want to be working for no man, or I'm not working at all. You tell him that. Sprinkle. Say, when I get married, either I'm gonna be a stay-at-home wife, or I might be my own business owner. That's about that. Do your own thing, sir. Finna be no slave, domestic violent. I'm not getting ready to be no slave, no domestic servant, or no realtor. Either you got it or you don't. Which one is it? Tell them that. Say, I'm gonna be a wife, a mother, but I will not be working for you, sir. If you need somebody to work for you, wonderful. Or I'll have my own business. Thank you. You can definitely give me some money to start it if you would like, but I ain't gonna work for you. No, sir. That's what I would say. You took advantage of membership. Okay, trial at Equinox, freestyle after advice. Look good, drop something, ask dumb questions. Okay. If you look good, men will approach you. If you look like you don't know how to work a machine, if you drop something in their path, they'll stop to pick it up. You can make some eye contact, like like a little towel or whatever. But you need to be like, get next to someone you know that's gonna look at you. Then act like you don't know how to use the machine, baby. That's common sense. Do it all the time. And go early in the morning for the old rich ones. Oh, thank you, Bam. Sprinkle. I appreciate that. Okay. You said what? Mm-mm-mm. So I'm telling y'all, if you want to meet certain types of men, you got to do certain types of activity. You can't be meeting them just anywhere. Some of y'all meeting these guys at the club, at the bar, online. Go meet them where they're actually have to be rich to even go. That way you know they got money for sure. Okay? Get out and go. Get out and go. Go to the nice side of town. Put your nice outfits on. Don't be too revealing. Okay. Let me get into this one more time because I was getting ready to touch on this. Sometimes if your clothes are too tight and too revealing, people automatically know. You know what I mean? They automatically know that you're giving off desperate energy. So don't do that. Okay. Not, it can be fitted, but not too tight to where it looks like you're trying too hard. If it's fitted in a classy manner, that's wonderful. You don't need to be wearing things that are over revealing or skin tight. That is the number one indicator that you do not belong. Okay. You're dating an older CEO who takes you to very upscale places with old money people. I usually cover my tattoos and look more classy. Do you think it's still possible to be seen as classy if I show them? Probably they'll judge you anyway. They're probably going to judge you more if they see the tattoos, Dolly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But I would say once they get to know you on a more personal level, and y'all become like friends or at least closer associates, it may not be such a big deal, but they definitely will judge you, especially if the women that they deal with don't have them, or if their mentality is of a certain you know way and they don't believe in it. Probably they will judge you. So I mean, whether people that even don't mind tattoos will still judge you on the type of tattoo you got. So imagine people that don't really admire them in the first place. I wonder. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I always say, if you're going to get a tattoo, get it to where nobody can see it, or get it after you already accomplished what you wanted in life. Then who cares? So, dilly and dallying. They have, okay, so I don't know, in certain cities during the summertime, they have like pool areas or poolside resorts or like poolside things that you can also do in the daytime. You can get dressed, go to little pool parties that they have at some of these like high-end exclusive places. Um, you could do that. You could go to a beach club if you live near a beach. Usually resorts have beach clubs that you could pay to just go sit under a little umbrella and just cruise the beach and get you a little Mai Tai or whatever. You can also, like I said, go join a country club if you like doing stuff like that. Learning how to golf or play tennis or just mingle in the little social areas or the bars or the restaurants. And you have a place to go to like every day, and a place they go to get dressed up or get dressed for whatever activity you're going to be doing. And you can literally just mingle with the other people there, get to know them, and maybe, you know, meet someone. But definitely invest in yourself. A lot of y'all are investing in other things. You can invest into your social life as well. A lot of people, like back in the old days, women used to actually pay to go to country clubs to meet, future rich husbands. They used to pay for yacht clubs. They used to pay to go to like universities. Not most, I mean, of course they get a degree, but they'd also be in the proximity of men who are going to be successful at certain types of universities. You can do all those things. Even if you're not in a university, you can hang around, like if you're young, you can hang around Ivy League universities into the little bars and the areas around the area. Um, you know, if I were having to date a college student as a college student, I'm gonna be going to the rich side of town where the Ivy League and the the more fortunate students that probably come from money are gonna be. If you're gonna date a college guy, you might as well date one that have money, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. Alright. You said not all women are grandma? Okay, well, show everything, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get on the pole if you want to. I don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm just saying if you're gonna go dilly-dally on the rich side of town, have some class. If you're gonna swing on the pole, do your thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm for women either way. You know what I'm saying? But, we're discussing on this particular video today dilly dally style freestyling. That means getting up, putting on a classy outfit, going to hang out on the rich side of town or do rich activities, go to exclusive places, looking classy. But if you want to wear skin tight everything and look like you shop in the club section, wonderful. That's up to you. But what I'm saying is it's not appropriate everywhere you go. Okay? You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. So be aware that, different areas and different activities require different wardrobes. Okay. Mhm. You said you keep imagining Roger from American Dad. You said some of us were raised religious. Shira, can you tell us what our value and worth is, or can we learn our value? We can unlearn. Okay, your value is without you, there is no them. That's your value. Everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Once you understand that, then you'll be good to go. Without you, there is no them. Understand that. Video on avoiding taxes. You don't want to get flagged. Girl. I don't know how old you are and how much money you're getting or whatever, but your bank can help you out on that. Go to the bank. Talk to a personal uh, banker if you have one. Talk to someone about investing. Talk to someone about how to do that because they know. Sprinkle. And most of the time it's free if you have a certain amount of money. Okay. Go to the bank and set up a meeting at a bank. They will tell you all the ways you can put your money somewhere. Someone says talk to an accountant. Accountant will charge you. If you are go to your bank. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. If he gives you a compliment, should you compliment him back? Only if it's not about his looks. If you compliment him on his intelligence or his sense of humor or his style, that's probably nice. But yeah, after he compliments you, don't never compliment a man on his looks or how handsome he is, unless you're being like sarcastic. Obviously, if he's ugly or like real old. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said you're talking to a billionaire man who's trying to make you jealous and ghost him. Well, then go date a millionaire. Make him feel like his billions ain't even if you don't even care because he ain't giving them to you. So who cares? You see, that's the thing. Billionaires, millionaires, who are thousandaires, just go date somebody that's giving you the money. Who cares? I mean, he might be giving you the money, but you can play the same game as he can play. Okay. If you look good enough to get a billionaire, y'all can play the same games just on a different level. He plays it because he got money. You play it because you look good. Your looks are your currency. So use them. Hmm. Um, your boyfriend is married. What? Should you have another one just in case? It's better to have two. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. He's about to tell her yes. Uh-huh. But y'all have to be smart if y'all are going to do that. Y'all can't be dumb. That means y'all got to be 3 steps ahead in order to stay that way. If y'all can't think, if y'all don't have no common sense, don't even bother. Unless you're dating on total opposite sides of town and total opposite types of people. Why can't we compliment their looks? Because it's pygmisha. Okay, men don't even like it either unless they're not very masculine. They say that wealthy people sell their soul. What does that even mean? Surely it's not like how they make it seem in the movie. Wealthy people, like poor people, will say wealthy people sold their soul because they can't think in a positive way to attract what it is that you're trying to manifest. So they always blame it on something else because they can't get there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know? Ask poor people that got rich. They'll tell you the same thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask poor people that got rich. It's just a way of poor people making sense of how people got rich without looking at the truth. Okay. I'm not saying all, but a lot of rich people, they'll just laugh at that and brush it off, saying, okay, well, if you can't figure it out, you can't figure it out. I can't help you. Unless you read this book, understand this, understand that, and think positive. Wonderful. You said they sold their souls to their job. Yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, if you clock in every day at a job you hate, making a little bit of money and barely able to afford to do the things you like, I mean, does that sound like a free soul to you? That's free to do what it wants. To, I think religion just is also to keep people in poverty, to keep people brainwashed, and to keep people governed without having someone physically there. So y'all do what y'all want. Okay. Please help. Shira hasn't reached out. He hasn't reached out in a week. What do I do except that he's gone? Yep, talk to the other one, ma'am. I always have two. That way, when one disappears, you talk to the other one, and when the other reappears, you charge the re-entry fee. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When one disappears, you got the other one. You talk to them. When this one returns, make sure they got some money for you. All right? If you don't want to roll around on the mattress with them, tell them, we got to go to the vet. We got to get you checked for diseases. We'll be no more rolling around on the mat for quite a while until them test results come back and, you're on probation. They mess up again, disappear again. When they come back, re-entry fee again, go back to the vet. Just like that. Okay? Just like when your dog run away, he out in the streets for a while. You don't know what he been doing, where he at. You take him to the vet when he comes back to the door. Make sure you take him to get groomed so he ain't got no fleas. Same thing. And if you keep running away, just don't let him back in. Like, you supposed to be roaming the street. You meant for the streets. Then go get you another dog that appreciates, You said, what are my political beliefs? My political beliefs are that I'm not political at all. I don't really care about politics, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said take them to the vet. Exactly. That's where they need to go. How to choose between two great guys. Choose both. And have two great guys. If you absolutely just need to choose one, choose the one that likes you times 10. Choose the one that likes you the most. All right? That's who you choose. The one who likes you the most. If you don't know, test it out. Have a fake emergency that costs money and see which one comes through. And that's who you go with, baby. And put one on the friend zone on the back burner just in case. But the other one, we'll always be friends. I'll call you. Can I call you if I ever need you? So that's how you end it, baby. We'll always be friends. Can I call you if I ever need you? All right, good. Thank you. Bye. Mm-hmm. You said the most generous gets chosen. Okay. Do you find Spanish men to be providers? If they got money to provide and they like you times 10, any man is a provider if they like you times 10, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I say y'all need to choose wisely. Y'all choose y'all's men, they need to like you times 10. That is how you know they're gonna provide. Because what type of man is out here liking you times 10, but then you ask him to pay for something and he tells you no? That doesn't make sense. A man that likes you times 10 is a provider. So just find one that likes you times 10. Okay. They could be any type of man as long as they like you times 10 and they got some money to spend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So when you're out dillying and dallying as a freestyle method, do not be on your phone all the time, ladies. Okay. Because men don't want to disturb you if you look busy. You want to look carefree, happy, and enjoying life, not, you know. So when you're out doing what you do, don't be on your phone all the time. Put it away. Practice not having a phone. Practice leaving your phone in your purse. Practice not checking your phone super often, okay? Because what if he thinks you're texting a man? What if he thinks you're on a dating website? What if he thinks that, you're angry texting somebody if you have resting face? Stay off the phone. It's harder for men to approach you if you're on the phone because he doesn't know if you're engaged in some type of conversation with another man or not. So stay off the phone. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, 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 who were some of your inspirations for further ground yourself and on your level up journey coming up? Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm my own inspiration most of the time. If I get ideas or if I get inspired by other people, I take from like a lot of things. I would call it inspiration for anything. Like if I want to redecorate something, I'll go on Pinterest and look for, you know, cute decorative ideas. If I want, to upgrade my style, I'll definitely just go to Pinterest and type in certain type of style and look at outfits and stuff like that. So I use Pinterest a lot. You dumped him because he did not buy you Cartier. Did I do right? Because I have high standards. I will focus on getting ones who will. I am 19, classy, career oriented. Thank you, Shelly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, ma'am, at 19, I don't know how old that man was, but could he afford Cartier? And if the answer was yes, then if that's your standards, ma'am, that is your standards. And more power to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he was old enough to actually be able to afford Cartier and had the type of money, wonderful. If you don't want to waste time with someone and you know you're beautiful, you know you're young, and you're not getting ready to deal with no broke, dusty, wonderful. He said he was rich in 59. Oh, yeah, he should have had it. But sometimes men who are 59 and rich want to date a 19-year-old because they don't want to spend money on women their own age because they want the same stuff. They want women his age want Cartier too, baby. Maybe he thought you wanted like, something else that was cheaper. Know what I'm saying? He didn't expect you to bust that. I want some Cartier. So he was probably mad. But keep your standards high, ma'am. Keep them high. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He thought you wanted Claire's boutique. Maybe, you don't know. You never know. How do you know if it's your fear or intuition making you make major decisions? I'm going where the money is, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you know. Fear and intuition. Well, you got to speak that into your own life. This is what you want. This is what you're working towards. This is what you're manifesting. Go in that direction, period. Anything else is not going in that direction. Just think of it like that. If it ain't about money, it don't make no sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, get money, baby. Go where the money is. That's it. You said thoughts on green contact lenses. You have brown eyes. Do they look like they're your eyes? Like, or is everybody going to ask are those contacts? It just depends on if they're natural looking or not. What to do when the wrong friend approaches you first, but you're interested in the other guy and he is interested too, but his friend just thirsty. Okay. Ask him what his friend name is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or notice something on the friend and like be like, oh my gosh, I have the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, or oh my gosh, my cousin has the same shirt, and then like make your way over there. Just something. But like usually that happens, but which one is gonna spend money though? You go like his friend might be better, but this is friend gonna spend money. You know what I'm saying? And why was the other one so thirsty and the friend wasn't? So you also got to think about that. Is the friend even gonna spend money? Sure, I sent you 2 cash apps. Uh-oh. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, yes, you sure did. Hold on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I hope this is an appropriate question for this channel before I open this up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If not, I will just say thank you and I appreciate it. Yes. You said why must we give up unconditional love for wealth? The only person you're going to have unconditional love for are your kids, your future kids, and your family members. Not a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because when you take marriage vows, those are the conditions of the relationship. So I hope that was helpful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men do not love women unconditionally. Women do not love men unconditionally. There are conditions. Like if he cheats, if he does you dirty, those are conditions in which you will not love them any longer. So men and women love are not unconditional. When they become unconditional is when they get old and they stuff stop working no more. Okay. When all this stuff stop working and they literally depend on each other to survive and make sure the other one wake up the next day, that may start some unconditional love. Mutual respect of each other will allow that type of love to grow into friendship as they get older. But unconditional love does not exist between men and women until they get super duper old. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It only exists between family and children and mother and children and children and children and father and children and stuff like that. It does not exist. There would be no wedding or marriage vows if that was unconditional love. Okay. There would be no prenups if there was unconditional love between men and women. It's just not. Okay. The faster y'all realize that, faster y'all can move on and get this money. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said thirsty friend, always the broke one. Oh my goodness. Well, find the one with the money and get the bag, baby. You said how to motivate him to go to the gym. Wait, how to feel motivated to go to the gym. Pay for the membership on the rich side of town and get you some cute gym clothes. Bam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you some cute gym clothes and get you a membership on the rich side of town. So you freestyling, looking good, and working out at the same time. All right. You live with a man, but you're not dating, and you kind of want to be with him. How do I get his attention? By moving out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's listen. If you live with a grown, able-bodied man and he ain't chasing after you, he don't want you, period. Okay? He want whatever you paying in rent. If you're asking me how to get a man's attention who you live with every day, he don't want you. Okay? Let me tell you why. Because men are going to be chasing what they want as soon as they see it. Ain't nothing going to stop them. Okay. Move out and go find somebody else. Or start dating someone else. And he might notice you, or he might notice the things about you that that other man may find attractive. At the same time, there's nothing you can do until he actually finds you desirable. Okay. Shira, we usually travel first class, but now he's talking about 1K too much for the round trip. He even suggested Frontier is because he feels like we are growing closer, but best way to relate or to retaliate. Tell him you don't want to travel no more. And then go travel by yourself with his credit card. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, I don't want to travel anymore with you. You're trying to make us, it's like, I don't want to travel. Tell him you don't want to travel anymore with him if he can't afford it. Just act like he can't afford it. It's like, well, if you can't afford to travel anymore, then we just don't travel no more. Let's just go shopping instead. If you tell him that you don't think he can afford it anymore, he'll probably start to buy the nicer tickets or the first class tickets. If you say, well, let's just not travel anymore, let's just go shopping, that means you're getting ready to get all the benefits of that situation. So either it's your way or the highway. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. So maybe you can't afford to travel as much as you think you can. Tell him that. Maybe he'll be like, no, I can do it fine. Say it out loud in front of people. He'll do it even faster. Okay. You said you don't think all women are capable of following my advice. Well, you know what? Once they get to a certain point and everything else has failed, then they can try it. You know what I'm saying? Once they get to a certain point in life and they've tried everything else and they finally try my way, they're going to be happy they did. All right. So maybe they can't do it now, but they might can do it later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've had lots of people tell me that they watched my videos, but they did their own thing and they were doing this and they were doing that and it didn't work. And they finally tried my way of doing things and it worked. Some people it's going to take a little while. Some people it's going to take trial and error. Some people they're going to do what they think is right. And when it don't work, they're going to try another way. So trial and error. It's fine. I'll be here where y'all need me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all might not need me today. Y'all might not need me tomorrow, but you might need me in the future. And my videos will still be here. I'll still be here. And the advice will still be the same. Okay? Because like different ages aren't experienced enough to understand some of this stuff. They haven't even gone through some of it. So how can they take the advice if they haven't even gone through it yet? They still have hope in their heart. They still think this, and that. So when the harsh reality of the world takes its toll, at least they'll know where to go. You know what I mean? It's okay to have, a positive outlook on life. That's great. But when things don't always work out the way you thought that they would, at least you have somewhere to go to learn how to do what you need to do. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What? Okay, so Dilly and Dally. I want to put on a different color lipstick. Hold on, y'all. I've been looking at this and I'm like, it doesn't go together. Let me put on a different color. Okay. I'm gonna try this color. He's 64. You're embarrassed to be out in public with him. Okay. Well, go clock in somewhere, girl. You know what? Let me tell y'all a secret. I would be more embarrassed if I had to go clock into work and take somebody's order than to be walking around with a 64-year-old man. Okay, give me your hand on, man. Let's go. Okay. Go to the side of town where nobody knows you, baby. Then how you gonna be embarrassed? Don't nobody know you over there. They may think you're his granddaughter, his nurse. Wear the colors that a nurse would wear. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You said it's embarrassing to clock in. Yes, it is. But just think about this. How you may feel embarrassed, but everybody that's looking at you, they know you don't clock in nowhere. They know you ain't paying your bills. They know you're probably going on vacation. They know that you don't have the stresses and worries that some of them do. That's what they know. They may say, okay, why is she with that old man? They know why you with the old man. You tired of working. They already know. Okay. And every time they go to work and clock in and they hate what they do for a living or they don't like what that the day that they're having, they're gonna think of you. I should have did what she did. I should got me an old man. You know, that's what you got to think about. They already know what you're doing. And they're probably saying, she's smart. I wish I would have done that. That's literally what they're thinking. Okay. That's you may be thinking something else, but everyone who sees you, they think you're smart and they wish they would have done the same thing. Promise you, especially women. Yeah, just stop caring because they would all trade places with you if they quit their job. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they're probably thinking, I bet she has a nice car that he pays for. I bet she don't work. I bet this. I bet that. They're probably wishing they woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Okay. What? So, dilly dally style freestyling. Okay. Dilly dally style freestyle. Yes. Go to rich shopping centers. Here's another thing. If you don't want to go to the country club and all that kind of stuff, fine, whatever. Get dressed, go to the rich side of town and go to the shopping centers where they have places to have drinks, places to eat, and like expensive shops. Okay. And just walk around and look cute. Go through the shops, look through the windows, go in, go out. Somebody might give you a little look and a little smile, and then they might look a little crazy. One eye might be going in the opposite direction, but they got money. Okay. Go like you try on something, somebody in the store like you look good, you should get it. I'm like, oh really? Well, I would. Then they might offer to buy it for you. Thank you, P and K. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said your future rich husband looking like a cyclops. Look. Yeah, Hardaway fits sprinkle, sprinkle, you so silly. Mm-hmm. Okay. You said you had a sugar daddy for 9 months. You asked to be serious. Okay. He claims he wants to be together but doesn't think my family will accept him. I don't know what to do. I'm annoyed with the situation and needed to change it. Okay, well, stop asking men to be exclusive with you. That's number one. A man will say anything to get out of being exclusive with someone. They will say this, they will say that. If they don't ask you to be exclusive, you don't even think about being exclusive with them. Okay? You've been with him 9 months, keep collecting his money for another 9 months and date other people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he doesn't want to get serious with you, then don't even let that cross your mind. We don't want them, they want us. Remember that. Men always want what they can't have. If you act like you don't really care if y'all are exclusive or serious or not, and he's still paying for you, it's going to make him want you more because you don't want it with him. You see? Collect the money, man. Stop worrying about being serious and introducing each other to the family. Like, get the money. Okay. What if a rich provider man suggests prenup? Make sure you get a prenup that works in your favor. I mean, because y'all can both get one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, BB. Dilly Dally suggestions for Monday afternoon. Um, on Monday, some people don't even work on Monday. It's a lot of people's day off, but definitely a gym, somewhere that people exercise. Perhaps definitely something like that, or just going to the grocery store on the rich side of town, maybe like a Whole Foods or something. Get dressed and go like walk around certain shopping centers and go to lunch in a rich area. And most likely you'll see people out. Go to a dog park if you have a dog on the rich side of town. Yeah. You said ghosted before the first date he arranged. All right. Did y'all meet online? Because he probably found somebody better. If y'all met online, that's what happened. Don't meet online. Stop meeting men online. Okay. Meet men in real life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe he's married. Maybe he found a better one. Maybe he found another one online. You never know. So meet people in real life the old fashioned way. Okay. Someone says delete the dating apps. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Sharisi. Sharisi says it's her birthday today. Y'all wish her happy birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. You said the more you live around rich people, the more you'll understand how Shira dresses. Oh, yes, me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, girl. Look, I got so many clothes. I could dress any type of way I want. And most of the time I do sometimes. But when you are in a certain area, when you are hanging around certain types of people, you can't dress every type of way. So thank you for saying that. Yes, me, but yeah. Some people are just young and they only hang out or hang around certain types of people, and that's all that they know. But if they expand out a little bit more, they'll definitely understand a little bit more. They'll see a little bit more. If they expand their algorithm on TikTok and on Instagram and follow other types of people rather than people, that, are in the same category as them as far as how they dress or where they hang out, they'll definitely see. Oh, Nicholas sent me a cash app. Hold on. What is this? Thank you. And Rebel or Rebel Thanks for your wisdom from Dry Fit. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And thank you, Nicholas. Mm. Nicholas, you're silly. Can you put me on your joint account? Only if I don't have to make no deposits and only withdrawals. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are silly. I appreciate that though, Nicholas. That's nice. That made me laugh. That made me chuckle. Okay. You said you live in a rich neighborhood. You had to change the way you dress. You were getting stopped by the cops because you look like a bug. Girl. That'll do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That'll do it. Yeah, you don't want to be targeted. So you got to dress appropriately or like they do over there. Okay. Yeah, my daughters, they were telling me like a lot of people like over the summer they moved to new sides of town and they moved to new areas or different schools or some schools shut down and or they relocate to go to better schools. And she told me that some of the kids that were coming from other school districts that weren't so good and like, poor neighborhoods, they literally came in there looking like who did it and why, looking crazy. And over the next few months, she watched them adjust their style and how they, wore their clothes and did their hair based on where they live now. Because like it's like a culture shock almost sometimes going from one type of area to another. So, and I used to see it when I picked them up from school. You could tell who was transferred from this school to that school. And then after a few months, you couldn't see it anymore because they started to dress appropriately. They started to dress a certain way. And now you can even tell who was who. So, hmm people adjust to their environments. That's why I say if you're gonna drive from wherever you are, like let's say you don't live on the rich side of town. If you go over there, you got to make sure it looks like you from over there, not that that you're not uh, over there or from over there, because it's gonna stand out and not gonna look like people aren't gonna want to talk to you. Okay, real people look like bums too, but in a different way. Rich people look like bums too, but in a different way. Okay, they look like bums in a different way. Okay. Just understanding, y'all know what I'm talking about. If they're working in their yard, if they're just, going to the Home Depot around the corner, they're gonna look like that. They're not gonna be all dressed up all the time. But women, they may look different than a woman that is maybe, from the broke side of town. They're gonna look like a different type of casual. Okay. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Um, a rich woman who's looking like blah, she might have on a pair of Lululemons, some flip-flops or some sneakers and a baseball cap and like, a fitted shirt or like a t-shirt. She's probably gonna have her little crossbody on and walking, somewhere. Or if she's dressed decently, she may have on her cute little sundress and some sandals or like something like that. They're not going to be in pajamas and bonnets or t-shirts, uh, graphic tees with like cut off booty shorts. That's 10 times too small for them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He helps with rent and you use his car, but I'm emotionally drained. You lost your job and want to leave smart. What's your advice for exiting while rebuilding? Okay, first of all, I would get a car. That's number one. Second of all, I would get another man. to help get that car. So you need to go get you another man that has more money. You need to get you a car, and then maybe you can find a way to earn money. Maybe you get a job or start a business or whatever. But if this man is just helping with rent and you use his car, this sounds like a poor situation on both sides. Two poor people don't belong together. You need to go find somebody rich. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Use his car to go to rich side of town. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if it was the opposite, he would be using your car to go pick up women. So use his car to go to the rich side of town, darling. Meet you a rich man with more money. Say you're looking for a job over there. I don't care. Do both. Multitask. You said true, exactly. And see, the sad thing is, some of y'all will feel bad about doing that. But you know, if you were a grown, able-bodied man living in your house and he's using your car, you know exactly what he's doing, going to talk to other women. Uh-oh. You said domestic service is a kind of violence. Yeah, don't be no one's domestic servant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said we need to have more audacity as women. That's true. Some of y'all just don't. Y'all are just doormats. They'll just be laying down talking about walk on me, please. Yeah. So use his car to go dilly-dally on the rich side of town, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That way you can meet somebody. Maybe you can find a job over there. Maybe. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what he give it to you for, to better yourself. So go better yourself. What should you say if he has a house somewhere you don't want to live? Tell him to sell it and move if he really wants you. If a man really wants you, he'll want to pick out a house with you together. Y'all will be married, or at least he'll let you at least pick where you want to live. Come on. You got to like you times 10 though. Or you could compromise and get something else you want out of it. You know what I mean? Like if you could compromise and say, well, I don't like where you live, so buy me a nice car. Or you could say, I don't like where you live. Let's move somewhere else. Sell the house. You can just say that. If he likes you times 10, he gonna do it. Okay. You about to go get this money? Okay, ma'am. Have a good day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mahal. Good for you. Go get it, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, dilly dally style freestyling also. Dilly dally style freestyling, whether to go alone or in a group, either way. It's better to go alone because it's easier to be approached when you're out during the daytime, just hanging out, chilling, or whatever. It's easier to be approached if you're alone. Okay. If you are like going to like the rich side of town and it's like lunchtime, a lot of guys will go out for lunch or breakfast if it's early. So position yourself in the part where, like in the bar area. And most of the time, if a man is kind of interested and wants company or to talk to someone, they'll kind of sit close to you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll literally start conversation if you just look like you're having the best time and you're just peaceful and you're just out dilly and dallying. There's no pressure. People start casual conversations all the time with people if they're not giving off desperate energy. I have noticed that because you know, as a married woman, you know, I'm always out and about doing stuff, doing errands and da da da. And I get approached a lot. People talk to me a lot because I don't look desperate. I don't look like I'm looking for nothing, you know? And that's the type of energy that you need when you're out just dilly-dallying, you know? Giving off desperate energy, people can feel that and they can sense that you're scoping things out. You know what I mean? But if you're just chilling and having the best time, you're dressed appropriately, you look like, you know, you're living your best life, people are going to be like, oh, hey, how are you doing? Da, da, da. They're not going to be as intimidated by you, or they're not going to be as, you know, cautious of you if you look desperate and like you're seeking out something. You know what I mean? So that also is very helpful. If you're dressed a certain way, if you're not giving off the energy of desperation as if you're looking for something, that's going to go a long way. Okay, so remember, dilly-dallying means also enjoying your life, having fun, doing what you do without looking desperate. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can also learn by people watching as well. That's so true. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go people watch on the rich side of town. Just go sit somewhere for a while and just observe. Observe what people are wearing, what they're talking about, what they're doing, where they're like, you can eavesdrop in on people's conversation if you just listen, where they're coming from, where they plan on going next. You know, you could definitely just go and people watch for a while and get the hang of it and understand what's happening and going on. Hmm. He said, what if he starts a conversation but don't offer a drink? Do you already have a drink? So if you already have a drink, make sure the drink becomes empty, or just tap on the glass or start coughing like you're parched, like start clearing your throat. You'll get the hint and the clue, because some guys get so wrapped up in trying to spit game to you and lie to you that they forget that they're supposed to be buying a drink. All right, so start clearing your throat. But that's all you got to do. If they too stupid and dumb to figure it out, then excuse yourself. Mm. You said compliment their drink, hint, hint. That too. Okay, Shelly, you said you observed that rich area women who are not married act unimpressed and never smile. It's not the opposite of what attracts men. Da, da, da. They're not trying to pull a man. They're just dilly and dallying. You know what I'm saying? And if they're already rich, they don't care if the man is already rich. They already rich. They don't need his money. They might be smiling and acting extra if there was like a billionaire somewhere close by, or a celebrity maybe. But if they're already on the rich side of town and they're already rich, they're not impressed by what's normal for them. You know what I'm saying? And smiling doesn't mean you're impressed. It means you're happy. It means you're happy and to be there. You're happy about life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're maybe they go somewhere else to dilly dally if they already live in a rich neighborhood. You ever thought about that? Maybe they got to go to the country club or the yacht club to get the smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. So if they're just shopping and doing their errands on the rich side of town and they're already rich, maybe their smile comes when they're at the yacht club or the pickleball club, and that cute surgeon over there is, you know, got the hoochie daddy shorts on, bending over to pick up the pickleball. We don't know. But, you know, what's normal for them, that, you know, that might not make them smile as much as, you know, doing a little bit extra. How to get more money from husband as a stay-at-home mom. Ask him for it, or stop doing everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, you know what? I need some money. I need some extra money to do things that I normally do, because tell him prices went up. I don't know, lie. If he doesn't give you any money, then stop doing everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, well, I asked you for something. You said no. So when you ask me for something, I'm going to say no across the board. There you go. Shouldn't they buy you a drink even if, what? Shouldn't they buy a drink before even trying to talk to you, yeah, they should buy a drink. Don't talk, I wouldn't be bothered with them. I'm starting to clear my throat as soon as they start walking over, so they already know what to do. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, most men offer to buy you a drink as an icebreaker before they start talking. So start just clearing your throat if they need the hint and the clue. If they're just trying to talk and make you smile and laugh for free, don't smile, don't laugh, and clear your throat until they buy you a drink or move along. Should you text or call your provider first? He sends me money here and there, but feels as though I can randomly hit him up sometimes. You can do whatever you want, ma'am. I mean, it's your relationship with that man. But remember this: the more he chases, the longer it's going to last. The more you can probably get out of him. But if you start calling him and texting him all the time, he's gonna get sick and tired quick. Okay. Why? Because you're too predictable. You're becoming too much. Sugar daddy. I don't know if he's a provider or sugar daddy, your man, your husband, what? Because y'all didn't give me specifics. But if you are not in a relationship with that man and he doesn't like you times 10, keep letting him chase until he does. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing too much, that's when he's going to lose interest. You can talk to him if y'all are in a relationship. But if y'all aren't in a real relationship, you know what I'm saying? It kind of looks a little bit desperate. What SheRaSeven every day keeps the dusties away. Okay. Yes. Okay, another thing y'all can do is like wherever y'all get y'all appointments done at, like wherever, like you go get your nails done on the nice side of town, if you get your brows or done somewhere, go to the nice side of town. Get some of your beauty stuff done or spa things done on the nice side of town as well, because you can also make friends with other ladies that may introduce you to other people or invite you to places as well. You know what I'm saying? So, or join an organization or a volunteer organization or something like that on the rich side of town. I always say, if you meet friends, they can definitely introduce you to people that also have money. So start doing all of your errands on the nicer side of town so that you can meet certain types of people as well. Hmm. You said every time you try to make friends that are old. I'm gonna give you all a hint and a clue. Old women versus people your own age or older women. They don't even have to be old, they just have to be older. Older women that if you hang out with them, they'll show you the ropes, they'll show you the way, they'll introduce you to people. They might have a son or a grandson. You don't know. They have money too. Women have money too. So go for the older ladies. So you see an old lady getting her spa treatment. You see an old lady getting her nails done. You can be like, hi, I love that color. What is that? I need to get it. Oh, honey, this is such and such. You know what I'm saying? Make friends with older women. Okay. They know how to get the bag too. They already got it. They may have, people they want to introduce you to. They may invite you somewhere. They may ask you if you want to join some type of charity event or volunteer work or whatever. Don't always try to be friends with people your own age that you're in competition with. Get them older ladies. Okay, sparkle, sparkle. They can they can tell you where to go, where the men are, who the men are. They know everything. They all got the tea. Sparkle, sparkle. Mm-hmm. They will teach you. They would, yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And they're not going to compete with you because they've already made it. You know, they already got their bag, they man, whatever. They don't need to compete with you, baby. They just trying to help you get to where they at. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, can you be my friend? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got daughters, baby. I got to teach them first. You know what I'm saying? But that's so sweet. Thank you. I'm the type of woman that was fortunate enough to birth her best friends. Okay. I missed your super chat. Oh, hold on one second, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you text or call? I answered this question already. I said, is he your boyfriend? Are y'all in an exclusive relationship? Do y'all live together? Then great. Text all you want. That's your man. If he's your sugar daddy, and y'all don't have an exclusive relationship, if it's a situationship and he just give you money, let him chase. Don't always text him first. Let him text you first. If y'all live together, y'all in an exclusive boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, fine, text whenever you want. But if there's no title, let him keep chasing. Thank you, Yoshi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yoshi vibes. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Can you play too hard to get? Not if you have 2 and 3, baby. You see, y'all keep not listening to me. Y'all keep saying, can you play too hard to get? With one man, you can play too hard to get. With 2, 3 men, you know what? If you can get them, you won't care. Okay. And the less you pay attention to a man, if they really like you, they're going to start chasing you. Okay. So let me tell y'all, if you give all your attention to one man, they're going to get sick and tired of you quick. Especially the type of women that are out there today. All these pick bitches out there that are emotionally super needy, they're gonna get tired of y'all real quick. You need 2 and 3 men. Okay. Y'all don't have to be sleeping with them, but you need to be dating them. You can text them, make sure they all got money. All right. When one of them stops texting you, when one of them ghosts you, when one of them is not acting right, call or have the other one take you out. You know what I mean? If y'all are putting all your eggs in one basket, that's why y'all are not winning. You won't even have to play hard to get because you'll be too busy and it'll just be natural. You know what I'm saying? You won't even be playing hard to get. You'll just be naturally busy, naturally preoccupied with someone who's competing for you. You know? It won't even seem like you're playing hard to get because you are hard to get. Because you got several options. So either they know that and they get your attention, or someone else will. That's how y'all have to start thinking. Y'all are literally catering to men, centering men, saying, am I doing too much? No. Are they doing enough? That's the mentality you have to adopt. If you don't adopt this mentality, you're always going to be thinking backwards as a woman. Okay? Why men wait to propose until you're ready to leave? Because that's when it's too late and they have to start all over with someone else. Okay. So if you're smart, you'll pretend like you're ready to leave if you want them to propose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And even then, you know that they're still going to be doing single man stuff anyway. They don't really want to marry you. You're literally giving them an ultimatum. So make sure you understand that going into the situation. Don't act surprised when something down the line happens. You knew that man wasn't trying to marry you. He just didn't want nobody else to have you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money in the meantime and get your money. All right? Yes. You met one at the dealership last week and y'all hit it off immediately? I know that's right. I told y'all, go to them dealerships. Sit in that service area where they're getting their cars worked on. It's the luxury dealership. You'll meet them. Okay. What do you do when he doesn't give you money but buys you stuff? Get one that gives you money. Have 2. Have one that gives and one that gives money. Okay, y'all know this. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find a cash man and find a gift man. If you find one that does both, wonderful. If you don't, have to. Have to. Y'all already know the answer. Like, let me tell y'all something. You're asking me how to make a man give you money. If you ask and he says no and he keeps doing the same thing, then just go get another one. You don't need to stress out. You don't need to lose one wink of sleep. If you ask and he says no, go get it. Go get it from another one. Have one on backup. Have one on standby. All right. So many of y'all stress out by trying to figure out how to get a man to do something that don't even like you or that doesn't plan on giving you any cash or doing any of that. And y'all keep racking y'all's brains on how to do it and how to get it when you could just be getting it from somebody who wants to give it to you. Okay. Think about this. It's the same thing as a Dusty does. If a Dusty knows that he can't get you for free, he's going to go tap on Pick Misha's shoulder, right? Pick Misha will roll around on the air mattress with him for free, ask no questions. Isn't that correct? Mm-hmm. So you know the type of man that will do things for you. They like you 10 times more. They'll give you whatever you want. They'll give you cash, gifts, take you somewhere or whatever. Go tap on their shoulder. Thank you, Shonda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the super chat. So understand that. Have more than one. Okay, because when you ask that man for cash and he tells you no, and you act like you're not upset or mad about it, just like, okay, don't worry about it. I figured out. That means you're going to go get it somewhere else. And he's going to say, okay, well, how much do you need? Or he's not going to say anything because he already knows that maybe he don't have it like that. He calls and texts like an emergency, and then he gets on the phone. He doesn't have much to say. How do I handle this? Asking for some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time he call and asks like it's an emergency, get money. All right? When he don't have nothing to say, you know what? I'm glad I got you on the phone. I need this. I need that. Here goes some links. Send him links for him to pay for stuff. Send him cash app requests every time. And he will stop. I promise you. Okay? When they know that they have access to you, they act like it's an emergency. They don't want to say nothing on the phone. They're just making sure you're not with nobody else. So every time they do that, just ask them for some money. Make sure they're paying for your time. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you called. Guess what? Guess what I need? Guess how much I need? What to do when he offers to pay for things, but instead of giving you cash, he asks for links. Sometimes my problems are lies because I just want the cash. Okay, well, you have to make up fake links. Okay. Look, I'm not going to be the one. If you're a super genius, you can figure this out. Okay. If you're smart, if you're entrepreneurial minded, you can figure this out real quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Wonderful. All right. Think smart, baby. Like I said, if y'all gonna do this, y'all have to actually be smart. Y'all can't be dumb. Okay. Back in the old days, I don't know if y'all, I know y'all don't, I don't know how old y'all are, but back in the old days, we learned how to type letters with letterhead. We learned how to do a lot of stuff. Okay. We learned how to write business letters. We learned how to write all those things back in high school. Did y'all learn that? I'm just curious. Can you freestyle at luxury dealership without having a vehicle? Yeah, you could just say you're there with someone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you go to the service area and you like, it just depends. Like you start off in the area where you're looking at cars. Okay. Look around for a little while and then make your way over to the service area. and walk in and say, "Oh, I'm looking for my uh uncle, or I'm looking for my brother, or I'm looking for my sister," and then ask to use the restroom. Then go in the restroom. They come out after a little while. They're probably not gonna even notice or nothing. And then you just go. They always have like the cappuccino machine, the free snacks, the food, the water bottles, and then the little sitting area with the TVs and magazines. You just make your way over there and start sitting down. Like, oh, I'm waiting. My brother had to go run an errand, and I'm just waiting for him to get back. Okay. Because like at the luxury dealerships, they'll have a car take you wherever you want. He said he was going to pay for your deposit for rent and pay the bills, but he's too emotional and it annoys me. How can I deal with his tantrums? Okay. Mm, have less emotions, and like if you have less emotions and you tell him that it's a turn off, then he'll do it less. If you tell him it's a turn off, he'll try to control his emotions more if he thinks it's emasculating. You know what I mean? Just tell him that it's such a turn off. It's like, it's like, you know, you you're so emotional. Like you're super emotional. You need to cut back on the chicken wings. I heard they have lots of estrogen and hormones in them. Like you need to go to the doctor and get your testosterone checked, because I think there's literally a chemical imbalance here. You can't be this emotional. Okay. A lot of times it's a testosterone lack, okay? Maybe they need to go get them testosterone shots or something, man. You just tell them, it's like, you know what? I don't know if you're constipated or you have low testosterone, but you need to go figure this out, sir. Like, start blaming it on his chemical imbalances, like, or his constipation or something, girl. Just start every time he acts like that, just offer him a laxative or suggest him going to visit his doctor, because these mood swings in men having tantrums and super emotional outbursts are not normal. It's a sign for something else. What if you're married to a Dusty? Can you still look for benefits from another provider? If you smart, you gonna always be looking for the upgrade if you're not happy with whoever you're with. Sprinkle, sprinkle, men do. How many men are not looking for the upgrade of a woman that they're not satisfied with? Let me ask y'all that. How many women are going to be honest? How many men are out here looking for their upgrade right now with the woman that they do not like, even though they're living with them, could be married, whatever? How many men are doing it? How many men go out looking for their upgrade before they get home to their wife? Ma'am, do what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you can do the same thing. If you sacrificed your life with a Dusty and you think that's all that there is, and you're not going to go and try to upgrade and improve your life, knowing that you made a mistake, a man is not going to do the same thing for you. So why wouldn't you do it for yourself? You got to love yourself more than you love these men, because they love themselves more than they love you. I guarantee you, an unhappy married man or a man who's not with the type of woman he really wants is still always going to look for her upgrade no matter what. Okay? And so y'all need to be doing the same thing. Same thing. And when you find him, he might even pay for your divorce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Never know. Okay. Some of the women in here have come to me and told me, "Oh, girl, I met me one, and he paying for my divorce." I know that's right, man. So keep your options open if you're not happy with what you got. Period. Why should you live unhappily ever after when you could be looking for your upgrade? Uh-oh, somebody sent me some more Cash App. I know that's right. Who is this? Nicholas again? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the inappropriate comment. I don't even think I look good today, but thank you. Okay, if you loved yourself more, you'd only care about what you want, not him. Anyway, so dilly dally, dilly dally. Even if you have to just go to the bakery, they have like these really cutesy cafes and bakeries instead of just going to the grocery store to get bread or croissants or pastries. Go to like a cute bakery on the rich side of town, get you a little box, go in there, dilly dally around the shops, just have a me day. And you never know who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna run into, who you're gonna fake bump into to where they have to profusely apologize and beg for your forgiveness. You know? hmm Okay, let me read this one, girl. Okay. You're 19, he's 39. He's a tattoo artist, a father, and emotionally checked out of his marriage. Our connection is intense. What's the smartest feminine move in this situation like this? Rent paid, baby. Rent, major bills. If he is that into you, all bills should be paid. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All of them. I don't know how much a tattoo artist make, but he need to be paying some bills. That's your next step. Get money. Nothing else counts. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because let me tell you something. If his wife find out, guess what the first thing she gonna get? Money. So you you better get it. Get the money. All bills paid, ma'am. I don't know how much tattoo artists make. If they are pretty good and they work in a decent place, they might make something, but you need to get his money. A lot of men date young women because they never ask for too much. You need to start asking for money. He's married, he got kids, he got a job. You're 19. You shouldn't even want for anything right now. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get money. Come up with something that you need him to pay for and can keep him paying for it. Get money, get money. Don't feel lucky. Don't feel like you got a prize. That's how he's supposed to feel about you. Okay? You are the prize. And if you are the prize, your bills need to be paid. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said it's a side piece, he better be getting, yeah. Get money. Mm-hmm. You say he's probably lying too. Yeah. A lot of times men said that they're emotionally checked out of their marriages, but you know what really happened? Their wives aren't doing what they want them to do because they're not being a good husband. So the wife probably emotionally checked out of the marriage and he can't, or they can have the perfect marriage at home and he's just lying to you because he's a man. So just get the money. Doesn't even matter. You said bring up all bills. But that's every married man's lie, isn't it? And the opposite thing happens when women are out there. They're like, well, why don't you just get divorced? Or why don't you just break up? If the man is, why don't they just break up? Why don't they just get divorced? Why don't they just get separated? A lot of people will ask that when it's a woman, but when it's a man, they'll just say, well, he's not happy in his marriage. They'll just make the excuse for it. Guess what? Just get the money. Who cares if he's lying or not? It feels like men want younger girls more and more. You're only 25, but it feels like I'm competing. How do you stop overthinking age in your prime? By getting money, ma'am, from these men. All of them will give you money, no matter whether you're 19 or 45 to 50. If that's what you want, and that's the only way to impress you, and they want you, that's what they're going to give you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll have to be more money-minded. Okay? A lot of men like younger women because they want less. Think about it. And also, they can groom them. But that was before these types of channels existed. That was before I existed. Now we're grooming them to get their money. You see? So just get the money. That's all you got to do. They think, oh, she's 20. She doesn't know anything about this. She's not going to want this. She's not going to want that. She's just going to want to go shop at the mall and, go here and go there. That's easy. Their wife wants to upgrade on the house. Their wife wants to upgrade on the luxury vehicle. Someone their own age wants to buy property. You know what I'm saying? What 20-something-year-old don't want all that stuff. Not yet. So, men want women that they can control. Men want young women to mold. Men want young women because they want less than women their own age. So make sure if they want you, make sure it ain't for free. Make sure they're paying all your bills, all your little apartment bills, all your credit card bills, your little car note. Make sure they're paying that. You might want to drive luxury too. Tell them to take you to the dealership. All right? It's not always about age. It's about the level of what these women want in life at that time. So if a man does not want to be bombarded with marriage questions or with, when are we going to upgrade on the house, or we want to go do this, they're going to go for someone young who's still just trying to party or still just trying to have fun. They're not going to try to find someone their own age that wants to settle down, buy property, look for houses in a nice school district. They're not trying to find that right away. They don't want to spend that kind of money right away. They still think that they're young and they want to enjoy their life until their stuff stops working. Then they'll settle down with someone. You know what I'm saying? So just get money. When their stuff stop working, that's when they finally want to settle down and do something. Okay, that's when they want to settle down. They stop working. When they see some gray hairs down there. Oh, shoot, I need to go ahead and slow it down. Mm-hmm. Hmm? 36-year-old man want to propose and you're 23. Should you accept it? He has money, by the way. I wouldn't accept it if you're emotionally attached. If you're only in it for the money, sounds good to me. But if you're emotionally attached, you know that man gonna cheat left and right at that young age. He probably already got one on backup. So if you're only in it for the money, go for it. If you're somehow emotionally attached to this man, he's gonna cheat on you a lot because he's young and rich. All right. So do what you want. Or you can have you a backup man too. All right. Possibly an older one. That way when he act up, you can smoothly transition on to the next. Mm-hmm. I said she should draft a prenup so she can get paid after a few years. Okay, Mary Kate, do what you got to do, ma'am. Yes. Make sure it's only about the money if you're going to be dealing with a young man that has money. What's an affirmation I can use whenever I feel my emotions creeping in, trying to remain unbothered and detached 24/7 all through the hormone shifts? Okay. Um, First of all, if you're dealing with a man that likes you times 10, you're less likely to have too many issues. You know what I mean? If you're not dealing with a man that likes you times 10, you're probably going to have to worry a little bit more. All right. So focus on the money and what you can do now to increase it, what you can do now to invest back into yourself with whatever he's giving you. So instead of focusing on emotional stuff, focus on growing your own wealth with his money. That way, you can counteract whatever thoughts that you're having. Like with, well, it don't even matter because I'm getting money. He can do whatever he wants because by the time I'm done, I'm going to be set. So you need to focus it on the money. And that way, if you are the jealous type, if you're the type that always has to know where your man is and sharing location, he's going to get sick and tired of you real quick anyway, and you're not the prize in the relationship. So become the prize by focusing on something else, whether it's yourself, another person, or your money, or all the above. All right? That's how. Focus on something else, and you have to love yourself more always. Do what's best for you, not him. Mhm. Seeing wealthy guy, he flew out, spent money. She just called, asked to fly you out. What, he just called and asked to fly you out, but you're going to Canada for 2 weeks. How do you suggest a few day trip, start of my trip? Okay. So he's playing tit for tat. No, you need him to come out at least 3 times before you go see him, baby. It needs to be real and he needs to spend a little bit more money, baby. Okay. 2, 3 times he need to fly back out. Don't go to them. He might have came to you one time. You can make him come a couple more times. This is why you know he likes you more if he keeps coming to you. Okay. Say, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't leave out right now, but you can come back and visit me. So have him come back a few times. That way you know he really likes you. And if he spent the first time, he'll spend the second and third and fourth or however many times. Okay. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, tell him to visit you, child. You said your baby daddy pays your bills, but he likes playing mind games with me. How do I know? How do I not let it bother me? Play mind games with him and be better at it. I mean, obviously he likes to play mind games, so play one with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ain't nothing worse than being outdone with playing mind games. So have fun, man. Start playing mind games with him. Y'all might have more in common than you think. Mm-hmm. You said you're a mess. Me and a man agreed on not being serious. Okay, that's a test. Asked me if I smoke. I said sometimes. He got upset. Why would he care if both not serious? The hell? Okay. Because men are always testing you. If you're smart, you already know that. Let me tell y'all something. When a man asks you a question, it's always a test. Always. That's why you never really answer. That's why you always give nonchalant answers that are very vague. because they're always asking you dumb questions that are a test. He doesn't want to be serious with you so that you don't start being a pick-me-shit with him and pressuring him to be exclusive. He may want to be serious with you later on down the line, but not right away. He may be trying to play hard to get and play mind games so you can want him more. You never tell the truth because they're never telling the truth. I keep telling y'all this. Always answer nonchalant and very vague. So if he says, well, I don't want nothing serious, that means he wants you to want something serious with him. He's using reverse psychology on you. Okay. But see, you were like, okay, well, you don't want nothing serious. You should. And why would he ask you if you smoke? If he didn't care about your health in the future and the well-being of your health in the future, if he didn't want nothing serious? Why would he even care if you smoked, if he didn't want nothing serious? Think about it like that. He did want something possibly based on the type of answers you were getting ready to give. He was testing you. So I would have been like, if you're like, do you smoke? And I don't, but if I did, I would be like, I would lie and say, no. Of course not. What kind of girl do you think I am? It's kind of, I would never. You see what I'm saying? Because think about this. If he smoked as well, he would just try to convince you to do it. He wouldn't judge you for not doing it, but he would judge you for doing it if he didn't agree with it. You see? That's why I tell y'all got to be smart and thinking like 2-3 steps ahead. And these mind games these guys be playing, you always lie and tell them what they want to hear. Even if it's not serious. It could be one day, he could be just testing you. Or it doesn't even matter. It's none of his business. You could just lie. I would never. I don't smoke. Okay. What? Can a Dusty change? If he changes for himself? When he get tired of being Dusty. It has to come from within. Just like anybody can change if they choose to change. But they're not going to change for another person. They're going to change for themselves. Usually, the type of woman a Dusty wants, he can't afford. And until he wants better for himself, he can't get the type of woman he wants anyway. So he literally just got to be tired of being Dusty. All right. You said no one is going to save you. Get a job. Why are men so upset about women's standards? I don't understand. If you are a woman, I could understand you being upset about other women's standards, but that's not your business as a man. You have nothing to do with what we like in our men. What type of man we like has nothing to do with you. If you ain't it, you ain't it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the funny thing. No one needs to save us. But if they're going to be in our presence, they need to be making our lives better and spending money. That's number one. If you ain't here to spend money, go home. If you're not here to make our lives better, leave. We don't need you to rescue us. We need you to come here with something more than lint in your pockets. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Or just stay by yourself. Yeah. You're 23, got gym in the richest zip code. Seems like the tall, older, handsome ones look at me the most. How to attract ugly ones without looking desperate. The ugly ones are trying to get in there and get healthy. They know women don't like them for them. If you're on the rich side of town, they think you got money. Why would you want an ugly man if you got money too? So okay, the best thing you could do is drop something, have them pick it up. If they think you remind them of someone, then they'll believe it more that you have some sort of interest towards them. So drop your towel in front of the ugly one. They'll pick it up. You make some eye contact and be like, oh my gosh, you look just like such and such, this person that I know, or you look just like such and such that I used to date in high school, So now they think that you're attracted to them, even if they are ugly, because you remind them of someone that you used to date. They might have been ugly too. But you got to make sure that they are confident enough to understand that it's real. Okay. So if you're on the rich side of town working out in a gym, you got money too. So why would you want an ugly man if you got money? But if they look like somebody that reminds you of somebody from your past, they have like a little extra, chance. So lie. Thank you, Glamorous Vlogs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said they will think all their dreams are true, came true if they see a pretty girl talk. Yeah. Met this man 5 days ago. He's 27, you're 18. He got on the phone. He asked me to come over. I said no. Now he wants movies. I don't know how to feel. Okay. You're 18. He's 27. Almost 10 years older than you. And he wants to take you on a cheap date. Y'all can't even go out to eat. Okay. Look, how broke is this man? Because you already told me how old is he, but how broke is he? Okay. How broke is he, baby? Where does he live? Does he, how much money does he actually have? What are you trying to get out of this situation? He's almost 30 and he's going after someone that's just fresh out of high school or still in high school. Do you think women his own age, do you think that he can afford them? And I have no problem with people dating of legal age, but I'm saying this man asked you to come over his house first. That means he don't respect you. Then he asked you to go to a movie where you don't even have to talk to this man. Think about that. You don't even want to talk to you. You're going to the movies. Is he still in high school? Because it sounds like it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If you're asking me what to do, I like flowers. I love gifts. Oh my gosh, I just made my Amazon wish list. I really need some things. I'm just going to go ahead and send it over to you. Oh my gosh. I just broke my favorite bottle of perfume when I was, grabbing the phone when you called. Oh my gosh, it cost like $150. And it was just brand new. It was a gift for my birthday. Oh my gosh. Cries. I'm going to add it to my wish list and I'm going to send it over to you. If he wants you to come over his house, if he wants you to go to the movies with him, if he wants you to do all this stuff, you need to be the biggest gold digger that you can be at the age of 18. He's going to wake up real quick and realize that you're just like the ones his age that want money too, and not just dumb, gullible girls that don't have standards, darling. So get money. Always get money. And then you can say, well, I don't know if I want to, if I, make him spend money, because that's what he's trying to do. He sounds like he's trying to get a bunch of stuff free. He sounds like he's trying to roll around on the mattress with you for free. He sounds like he's trying to groom you, and he sounds like he's not trying to talk to you at all. And he sounds like he's trying to rush you into the bed. So rush to his wallet. Don't even meet him, but get him to send you stuff from your wish list on Amazon, which you can hide the address and all. It will just come to your address and he will never know where you live. All right. How to initiate money combo with 53-year-old man, you're 26. Okay, first of all, if you know he has money, start complimenting him on his intelligence. Start asking him about, stuff like, oh my gosh, you're so successful. I want to be successful one day too. Da, da, da. That way I can not have to worry about paying this, and that. And I'm always stressed out every month. Just lie. Then he'll be like, well, how much are your bills and what do you need? Or maybe I can help. Just give him a compliment first. Flatter him first about his intelligence and stuff like that. And then say, I can't wait till one day I'm able to, be comfortable financially and, not have to worry about how to make this, and that, or unexpected expenses. And then he'll start offering you something because he know he old and that's why he's there. He knows you're not good. No 26-year-old is going to be dating no 53-year-old man unless they can do something for them. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that'll be his cue to step in and offer you something, okay? Or offer to pay for something, or offer to pay some bills. Okay. It's not about, okay, the Dusty in here is talking about if you have low self-esteem and you just want to pay women to be around you. Listen, when your stuff stop working and you start getting gray hairs down there, you're going to have to pay women. Okay. Especially ones that you actually are interested in. Why? Because don't nobody want you, especially if you're broke. What they going to do? Unless it's a pygmy who you don't want to take out in public, because we know why. All right. See, y'all are not getting y'all aren't understanding what we're saying. Our targets aren't 20-something-year-olds unless y'all are done. Women's targets are liking the woman times 10. Okay. If you already like someone times 10, you're going to do whatever it takes. Low self-esteem, desperate or not. The man going to do what it takes to have what he wants. That's why men get up every day and go get this money. Because they may not have been born with great looks. They might not have been born 6'4". They may not have been born with a chiseled jawline, but they were born with a brain that knows how to get money, and they know what women want: money. So that's what they go get instead. And it has nothing to do with low self-esteem or da da da. It has everything to do with a man knowing exactly what he wants and how to go get it. If you don't know how to go get it, just say you don't know how to go get it. All right. You had a huge fight with your boyfriend because he's desperate for forgiveness. Okay. You're refusing to speak to him. It's going to cost him $10K for forgiveness this time. Know your worth, ladies. Okay, DS, sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money, ma'am. I know that's right. You're going to the bank tomorrow. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So they say, I hope you get it. I hope you do too, girl. Last week at a bar, freestyling, a guy talked to me all night but didn't offer a drink. Girl, why did you let him sit and talk to you all night? You was eating. A mystery man sent me one up when he observed us. Okay, how do I avoid time wasters? Move, sprinkle, sprinkle, or tell him you're expecting someone. He'll get up and move. Like back in the old days when I was out and about, and somebody was sitting there bumping their gums to me, ain't offering me no drinks or nothing. I'd be like, well, you know what? I'm expecting someone. That means get up. And I was saving this seat. Oh, Caitlin, sprinkle, sprinkle. Am I able to send you private message? If you are interested in joining my Patreon tier 2 and up, you could definitely message me on the messenger there, but you have to join the Patreon. It's linked in the description bar, or I just posted it in the comments. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 23, would like an older man. Do you suggest a mature haircut for someone with a baby face like a Bob or Marilyn Monroe style? Thanks. How old are you trying to go? You mean like my length? How old are you trying to go? If you're trying to get into the 50s, probably, yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're trying to date 50s and up, yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because see, look, if you're young, if you're 23, you look young. If you got long hair, you look like his daughter. But, if you dress more classy and mature, get your little cut, it may look a little bit better it might look a little bit better and less awkward. Hmm. Okay, what was the next question? So the lady that was talking about sitting at a bar and somebody was talking to her too long, just say you're expecting your person and that they're on their way in, and they'll get up and leave. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Um, oh, does it look thirsty moving to the other side of the bar for better options? No, not at all. A lot of times if you go to the restroom and then come back out and then go to the other side of the bar, that's probably more smooth. Mhm. Yeah, go to the bathroom and then switch sides, yeah. But if you're, if you're dillying and dallying, you pretty much do whatever you want. Finish your drink first. Yeah, do that. Don't take your drink to the bathroom. Uh, Old and Dusty just get his SSI check and spend it on an outfit to find a rich man. Yeah, some of the men that y'all are meeting doesn't have to be the man that you end up with. They can just be the stepping stone. Okay. Y'all got to start thinking like that if y'all want to get ahead and win, because that's what they're doing to y'all. Ask Barbara the Builder. Barbara the Builder is just a stepping stone for that man to get the woman he really wants. Big Misha is just, free shelter until that man finds a job, a better source of income, or a woman that he actually likes, and he'll get up and do something better with himself. So men are going to do it to y'all, so y'all might as well be doing it to them. And let me tell you why. Because if you're going to be wasting your time with somebody that can't do nothing for you but a little bit, then make sure you're using that little bit to level yourself up or get what you need or stack money or save money in order to go and attract better. Because that's the same thing that they be doing to y'all. The same thing. So y'all shouldn't feel bad about it because they will do the same thing to you. Literally. They will use your car to go pick up some other girl while you at work. They literally will. So y'all need to stop feeling bad about it and just understand that if you're not gonna improve, if that person is not gonna improve your life by being in it, you should at least be able to use whatever it is that they're offering you, little or nothing, to uh upgrade and get something better. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't right. And they know it's not right. Mm-hmm. You said if you're broke, he will understand it and leave. No, he won't. He'll try to impress you with money because that's what you like and that's what you need. So if you're broke, you should be only impressed by money. Okay. And you don't need to act broke and you don't need to think broke or talk broke, or you don't need to tell him that you're broke at all. You need to tell him that you're interested in, nice things, luxury, finer things, and da 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 da. You could be interested in all those same things and still not have a lot of money like he does, but he can get it to you. You know what I'm saying? You can like the finer things in life and not be able to afford them. That's what he's for. Okay. But you don't have to tell him that. How else is he supposed to impress you? Especially if he's old. Okay, let me read this. He's 64. You're 28. He's asking you to pay for a trip to Jamaica. Did you laugh in his face, ma'am? Is he dying? Is that his make a wish? Is he on some type of transplant list? Is he not got it like that? Tell him you ain't make a wish foundation. If he's dying, to just let you know. You ain't paying for no old man. Tell him to start a go old man GoFundMe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you're going to auctions, foreclosures for a wealthy place? Yeah, if you want to find people that are bidding, sprinkle, sprinkle. They got money. Go tell that old man to have fun and that he must be joking. Just laugh at him because that is a joke. Why would a 64-year-old man ask you to pay to go on a trip? Are you even attractive? Like I would be so insulted. Like, are you attractive? Okay. I'd be like, okay, you know what? Let's make a deal. How old are you again? 64? How's your health? Okay. Well, let's compromise. How about you sign this insurance policy and I'll pay for the trip to Jamaica. Okay. And once he signed the insurance policy, cancel the trip. Aunt Ethel, something gonna happen to her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Guy flexed for what? His farm winery, his Benz and waterside apartment, but can't help me with my lip fillers. Why? Because he lying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe he owns half an acre on that farm winery. Maybe his Benz isn't paid for, or it could be leased. Maybe his waterside apartment is being leased as well. Okay. Perhaps he's just lying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When men have to tell you about all that, he's trying to impress you with that, not with the actual money, because he doesn't have it. He may own a plot or he's growing a piece of grape, but he don't own the farm. You know what I'm saying? Because why would a farmer live in an apartment? When they just live on the farm? And why would he tell you all this if he wasn't going to give you none? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, not a piece of a grape. Mm-hmm. Girl, he went to Home Depot in the garden section and bought a grape plant, a grapevine or a grape tree or whatever they call it, and he planted it on somebody's farm. Now he got a wine farmer. Anyway, it's true. Like I got about 5 grape plants in the side corner of somebody's probably trailer park. Girl, we don't know. Hi, Shira. Do you think pheromones are applicable to working in a medical facility? You have to avoid strong scents due to patient sensitivity and illness. I wouldn't wear them if you work okay, so if you wear them and you're working around patients, that could backfire. It's supposed to be worn like when you're not at work, especially if you are working with too many people. If you just want someone to be nice to you and more talkative to you, like the liquid finesse is probably good, but any other thing probably not going to be too good unless it's like business related. So I would avoid it unless I would just use it on social purposes. You know what I mean? Unless you're working around rich patients, ma'am. I don't know. Or rich patients. Hmm. He said, why do people hate on me? I think they don't want you to help women because their games and lies no longer work. Or they can't apply the knowledge because they're stuck in a dusty relationship and they're just going to defend their dust. I don't know. Like some people understand why I do what I do and some people don't. But eventually, those people that don't eventually do. And then it makes sense and it clicks later on. So I've had people that did not like me and now they have found my channel and come back around and like, you know what? I didn't listen to you in the beginning and I thought you were just, talking crazy, but now I believe everything you say because blah, 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 blah. So some people, they're not going to get it right away. It's going to take them some time, some experience, and they may come back around. But I don't expect everybody to be able to take my advice at the same time all the time. People have to go through things in life first before they need some of this information. So I don't mind that people are getting mad. They're just not there yet. That's not for them to understand yet. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Anyway, that's why I never really respond to drama or people that are mad or against me, because I know it's for one or two reasons. And being the type of person that I am, I know those reasons. And like, if it's not beneficial to me, then I really don't need to respond to anything. No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Keep on sprinkling. All right, y'all. I'm trying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you give a chance to old men. You did. Wonderful. What if you don't have enough money for rich activities because they tend to be expensive, especially on the rich side of town? Get a trial membership to a rich side of town gym. Okay. Do things that are cheap, like go to a dog park if you have a dog on the rich side of town and walk your dog over there. That's free. Walk around the shopping centers, just dress nicely. And that's free. You can get a cup of coffee somewhere, walking around with your nice cup of coffee, walking around like on breakfast at Tiffany's and just looking in the window. Dilly dally, you know. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You just have to be in the area, look good, and just, dilly dally. You said, how do you find somebody that owns a winery? Go to wine tasting events, big ones. Go to wine tasting. I don't know. Sometimes they have festivals. Go to wine festivals, and usually the owners of those vineyards sometimes will be there representing. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. The older gentleman and not attractive takes care of you 100%, but you don't want to sleep with him. What should I do, Shira? I don't want him to stop being. Okay. Give him false hope, and when he finally thinks he's getting ready to get some, Aunt Ethel, your fake aunt that you talk about all the time, that he knows her name, and you give him updates on how, what y'all talk about on the phone and how she's doing, she's going to all of a sudden pass away on the day or a day or two before you're supposed to go roll around on the mattress with him. And then you're going to need like an extra month of mourning time. You're going to need a plane ticket out of town to go to Aunt Ethel's fake funeral. And you're just going to need to get some time to get over it. You're going to need a new dress to go, a new outfit. You're going to need a rental car. So you're going to get paid either way. So just bring up old Aunt Ethel, who he knows so much about because you done lied to him so long and so much about her. You're going to build her up in his mind. You're going to find a fake picture of somebody. You're going to say, oh, I told Aunt Ethel about you. She says that you sound like a good one. And all of a sudden, down the line, when y'all are getting closer and closer to having to roll around on the mattress, she's going to take a turn for the worst. And you're just going to be so distraught with fake Aunt Ethel's death that you're going to buy yourself a whole nother month. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. But because of Aunt Ethel's, absence, now you've gotten close with Aunt Beatrice. Then you start the cycle all over. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, hope that helps. Nothing can buy you a longer time for rolling around on the mattress than a fake death. Okay. Type of outfit you suggest to freestyle and happy hour. I mean, happy hour is fine. It should look like you're going to happy hour, not getting dressed to go to happy hour, but it should look like you're going to happy hour, you know? So that means it looks like, you know what happy hour is for? Happy hour is when you get off work and don't want to drive in rush hour traffic. So you're dressed like you just got off work somewhere. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you go home and dress like you're getting ready to go to the club. It doesn't mean you go home and get overly done. It means after work, you go out for a drink. Or it means I don't want to sit in traffic, so I'm going out for a drink. It means I don't want to hang out late, so I'm just going to go out for a drink. It means looking classy or like business casual. It doesn't mean you're trying too hard. Now, if you go to work, if you have a job, and you don't want to wear what you wear to work, like if you wear a uniform or something, then have something to change out into that's, you know, casually, business casual or something like that. Don't overdo happy hour, baby. It's going to look like you're trying too hard. Type of outfit, yeah, I already answered that one. How to be deep, dark, feminine, how to know how to lie when you're used to act perfect and angelic as survival mode to be loved comes from childhood. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Being angelic to be loved from a parent's perspective versus being dark feminine to be loved or to be lusted after from a man's perspective. You don't want to be loved. You want to be lusted first because men lust before they love. Understand this, okay? A man does not love you first. They lust you first. And you appeal to them by acting like you don't want them. Men always want what they can't have, you know? So you're appealing to parents when you need to be appealing to, you're appealing to unconditional love where you need to be appealing to lust first. And that doesn't come from childhood wanting to be loved, okay? If you understand how men think, you will know exactly how to get what you want out of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's it. Men lust you before they love you. So appeal to the lust and get what you want. Do y'all understand that? Okay, wonderful. Okay. You said what? Your auntie Gail? All right. Wonderful. Appeal to lust first. That's it, man. You're not trying to find unconditional love out in these streets, baby. You're trying to find why? Because they're going to lust you first. A man doesn't approach you to unconditionally love you. They lust you first because men are visual creatures. So use that. A man will lie. A man will say whatever he wants or thinks you want to hear in order to get to what he wants from you. So do the same thing. They already lust first. You don't make them lust first. They already lust first. Okay? Do y'all not understand this? If you look good, they already lust first. They're not coming over there to ask you, um, you know, so do you want to have a picket fence in a house with 2.5 kids and here's a wedding ring? They're not trying to do that first and foremost, are they? No. They're lusting you first because they like how you look. Okay. So use it to get what you want. Mm-hmm. You said to connect with dark energy, feminine energy, you must know and understand male psychology. Then you will deeply understand and conclude that they ain't. Just get the money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They want something that you got. So that's what they're gonna act like. Just get their money. If they're not there to add to you and give you more, then why are they there? You know. What is a okay, think about this. If a man loved you unconditionally, why would he be in your presence? If he loved you unconditionally, he would be there to provide, right? To give you whatever you want, to make sure your life's easier, to make sure you don't need or want for nothing, to make sure you're happy. But men don't start off like that unless they want something. What is it that they want? Think about it. Okay. You said you're not supposed to be in here? Even your male family members will tell you men want one thing. They're not coming at like, oh, look at that woman. I want to make her my wife and give her a wedding ring right now. People, especially certain types of men, run from marriage. They run from commitment. What makes you think that's what they want from you? First and foremost, they want something else. So I know y'all know that. If y'all don't, how old are y'all? Mm-hmm. I have books. I have more than lectures, darling. I got books. Y'all go to Amazon. I also have my books linked in my description bar. I have books. Come on. I'm an authoress. I have Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Okay. It's how to get your bills paid. How to get your bills paid. Okay. And this is basically saying, you know what? This is the mentality that you have to adopt in order to be able to even think like this. Okay. I bring nothing to the table, a level up concept. Okay. This is a beginner's guide. Question answers, terms, how to get what you want, how to answer this stupid, dumb question that when a man asks you this dumb, stupid question, I bring nothing to the table. Then we got Sprinkle Sprinkle, how to date a provider and avoid a dusty. You need this book too. Live in a dust-free era. All of these are on Amazon. Just type in SheRaSeven. My books, all of them will pop up. Okay. Then we have the wisdom of SheRaSeven. These are daily affirmations, quotes, and things you need to stay on track with this level up and this getting this money and not dealing with no dust. And y'all need that. Okay. Then, I have a Sprinkle Sprinkle coloring book, adult coloring book with rich activities, self-care, just cutesy stuff. So you can get this for your daughters too. There's little quotes in it every couple of pages. Here's a little sneak preview of some of the stuff inside. It's like rich activities. So Sprinkle Sprinkle coloring book. Then this is a little coffee table book, Living Up to Your Best Life, creating a life of comfort and luxury. You could do this on any budget. It's how to treat yourself so others know how to treat you. Okay. So living life of luxury and comfort, basically like treating yourself, like romancing yourself, showing people how to treat you so that when they step to you, your standards are high and they want to meet them by treating you like you treat yourself. And there's little cutesy little DIYs and stuff in there too. So it's like an all-inclusive coffee table book. Yours will be pink. This is the author's copy. And of course, picture. All right, y'all get that. All right, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You getting the coloring book? Thank you, Zakaya. I hope you enjoy it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's perfect for fall and coziness season that's coming up. Mm-hmm. You said you know you could beat him in pickleball. Should you let him win? Of course, let him win. If you already know you can beat him, what's the point of winning? Win his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You have all my books? Thank you, girl. Am I creating more? Possibly. Wait and see. You met a guy with a lot of money, but he is a widower. Very kind, pays for things, but talks about his dead wife. What to do? Girl, she dead. Who cares? Get a Ouija board and try to contact her. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, what does your man like? How can I get his money? Y'all have a seance. What you want me to tell you? She's dead. What she gonna do? Mm-hmm. Okay. If is it bad trying to be funny and what? Shira going to Miami solo for your birthday. Any recommendations or tips? I've never been to Miami, darling, so I don't know. Anyone can give shifted pathways some advice for going to Miami solo. Please help her out in the comments. Thank you, ma'am. I don't know, girl. I ain't never been to Miami. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said I need to come to Miami? I might get around there one day, but not today. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to go to other places, like trying to I'm trying to go to like relaxing places. I'm not trying to get to the club, baby. I'm old. I'm trying to get to like Palm Beach. I'm trying to get to the bingo table where the old men are with the money. I ain't trying to go to the I'm not trying to get in the club, baby. All right. You said Ocean Drive? Mhm. Ocean Drive? Okay, okay. Turks and Caicos, St. Lucia. Okay. If you in Miami, they buying cat come to what? Live plus 11. Girl, I don't know. Y'all are silly. Uh-uh. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. How to reject a gift you don't like by acting like you like it for 2 seconds and then quickly putting it to the side and asking if y'all want if he's hungry and wants to eat. I do this all the time. Like when people ask me this question, here's the example I use. Like say they give you a gift and you don't like it. You're like, oh, really? What is it? You open it up and you see that it's some crap and you're like, oh, this is so nice. Um, anyway, I'm so hungry. What do y'all want to eat? Ah, you know, act like it's nothing. And then they'll try to get you to look at it again, like, oh, but did you like it? And da, da, da. Well, it's not really my style, but you know, I'll find something to work with it. Anyway, I am starving. That means you don't like it. You're not getting all extra about it. You know what I'm saying? Then never wear it. Ever. Then they'll be like, where's the thing I bought you? I'm like, oh, I don't really, I haven't found anything to match it yet. Then they're like, okay, well, what kind of stuff do you like? Like, what's your style? Da da da. Maybe we can take it back. You know, something like that. And then you're like, oh, well, since you asked, I really like blah, 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 and then send some pictures and some links and never wear it. Mhm. Because if you say, "Oh, I don't like it. This is not my style," he might get mad and think you're unappreciative. But if you just say thank you real quick and just dismiss it like it's nothing and then never wear it, he'll know you don't like it and it's not your style. And then he'll be like, "Well, what do you like? Let me know your style." Da, 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 da. Thanks for the tip. It was at Maestro's. No seats for him to move while he ate. Also deleted the apps. Someone recognized me 2 weeks ago, just like you said. Okay, Empress, I told you I'll stay off them date naps. People gonna see you like I seen her on a date nap. She like this, she like that, you know. But thank you, Empress. I'm glad that the tip was helpful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said the only women Indian men like to spend on is their mama. That's so funny. I've gotten gifts from Indian men before. I ain't they mama. Okay. Why do some black women hate Latinas unprovoked? I don't know. I don't know all black women, and I don't know why people hate other people. Period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think people don't like other people for certain reasons that are personal to them. I have no idea. Okay. I like everybody as long as they're giving me money. Give me some money. I like you. See how that works? What are your thoughts on polygamy with provider husband? Okay, is he a billionaire or a multimillionaire? If not, I don't believe it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, wonderful. You said, why would she pay to ask that? To stir the pot, darling. Okay. Yes. If you're not a billionaire or a multi-millionaire, you shouldn't be worried about no polygamy as a man, in my opinion. You said, can I cook? I have a degree in culinary arts, but do I cook? That's a whole nother story. So, do I cook? Not can, but do. Do I cook or can I cook? You can do a lot of things that you can do a lot of things that you're not going to participate in. Think about that. Mhm. That's like asking a classy woman with an ample backside if she twerks. She's gonna look at you crazy like, "Do you know how to twerk?" Do I cook? Not really. I'll be ordering on DoorDash most of the time or going out to eat. All right. I'm spoiled like that. I don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I'm listening. Okay. What do I order? Whatever. My kids won't. Um, we either get Thai food, Vietnamese. They have like different restaurants with vegan options. So we do a lot of Mediterranean food. We do a lot of Vietnamese, Thai food. They have vegan burgers and stuff at certain places. So we do a lot of that type of stuff. Italian. You just joined tennis club. Any tips on meeting men? Yeah, look good and they'll introduce themselves to you, man. Look good, make a little eye contact, and they'll introduce themselves to you. Make friends with other ladies that the men look like that they know. If you've seen men talking to some of the ladies, like maybe older or younger, they may introduce you eventually. So make friends as well, like female friends as well. Thank you, Allie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Walk around lost, ask questions, etc., etc. Get private tennis lessons and, and stuff like that too. That way you can look like you're a beginner and you don't know what you're doing, and people are more likely to want to teach you. This is how you should hold the racket. Oh, this is the type of racket you should buy, stuff like that. Do men take you seriously when you show your cleavage? If you're showing too much, probably not. Like a little bit, that's barely like that's not supposed to be showing, or very, very little, it's okay. But doing too much means like everyone look at me, So depends on what side of town are you on too, because on certain sides of town it could be seen as vulgar. Okay. So let's say you're at a country club, for example. Let's say you're at a country club versus at the club. You see the difference? So it depends on where you are. Like if you're in a swimsuit, fine, you're gonna see something. It's a swimsuit. But if you're just walking around on purposely with a shirt that's showing it off, but you're not in a club, or it's not evening, and you ain't at the bar, at the club, or whatever. Where it depends on where you are, darling, and what the occasion is, what type of man you got, or what type of man you looking for, or what type of man you want. Okay. Can feminine DJ meet provider man if they hire you to work their party? Sprinkle, sprinkle, because that means they can afford to pay you, and they probably got a nice place or a nice venue that they can afford. So look for people that book female DJs. Advertise. Send out your, uh, you know, your information to people that have money. You're 26, he's 73. Met him in Beverly Hills last month. When to expect more than just expensive dinners? When you start asking him right away, because that's the only way he can impress you. What a 73-year-old gonna do to impress a 26-year-old? Pay her bills. You know where to eat for free. I mean, put him under free food unless he starts paying bills. Start talking about Aunt Ethel. Start talking about tires. Start talking about stuff you might need him to buy. You know what I'm saying? He knows at 73 he's supposed to be paying bills for some 26-year-old. All right? He already know that. When will you know it? That's the question. Men understand that women don't want to seem a certain way, so they use all that free time that you're sitting over here contemplating when to ask for money, when not to sound like a gold digger. Ma'am, you 26, he's 73. He know you a gold digger. Just ask for the money. Okay? Tell him you have a roommate, she moved out. Tell him Aunt Ethel. Tell him something. But what I'm telling you is he knows that you're not there just for dinner. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money. All right? You said you're 27, he's 10 years older. How do I ask for money? You don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's too young. Make sure he's 20 years older. Then you can get money. 30, he's 40. What? He's dating a woman his own age in his own mind. You know what I'm saying? A 40-year-old thinks he's dating somebody his own age if she's 30. And he is mentally your age. Shira, I want to say thank you for everything that you do. This man just gave you $600 for putting him in his place. Okay, waking up to Aiden. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. Get your money, ma'am. Get your money. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, a man, if you're 30 and he's 40, he's too young. That's the same age. In my opinion. Like, what does he know that you don't? How much more money is he making than you're making? How much can he do for you that you can't do for yourself if he's only 10 years older? You know? Is he ready to settle down and buy a house in a nice neighborhood with a good school district? Is he ready to upgrade your vehicle to a luxury vehicle if you don't have one already? What he can do? Mm-mm, too young. If you're just looking for free food, save them under free food and just go enjoy the restaurants together. You know what I mean? Don't take it no further than that. So here's the categories, ladies. If you're going to date to eat, just date to eat. Save the numbers under free food. When they call, you know it's restaurant time. All right? Don't take it any further than that if they don't want to take it any further than that. Don't answer the phone if you ain't hungry when they call. That's it. If men just want to take you to dinner 56 times, 2 times, they're lonely, they want company to eat, save them under free food. And you don't always have to answer their call if you ain't hungry. All right? Now, when bills call, you find a man that pays bills and you save his number under bill payer, you gonna answer that call because you like your bills paid, right? So save the numbers under what they can do for you. How are you trying to date someone, going out to dinner with them 5, 6 times, and you're trying to get money out of them, but haven't even mentioned it or asked? They're getting free time and energy from you based on how nice you are or how you want to be perceived. They already know what the deal is, but you don't. You know, they're waiting on you to ask them for something. They're waiting. If you're only 10 years younger, they think that you're with them because you actually like them and that you don't need a thing from them. They think you're dating them because you actually like them and want to pay your own bills. If you're dating somebody way older than you, they already know what the deal is. Okay? They know what the deal is. But somebody 10 years older than you, they think y'all are the same age in the mind. Mm-hmm. Men don't like that. Like when they hear a woman say, "Oh, you should save them under their phone number and what they can do for you," they don't like to hear that because that means they have to do more. They got to put in more effort and work for the type of woman that they want. And before, they could just lie and fool you and trick you. But now you just need to save them under what they do for you. If they can't do nothing, don't even save their name. Just save them under what they can do, you know? Okay. They finally get their name put in there when they start paying bills. You can put bill payer as their last name. Or BP. You said get the money and take yourself out of work and get a second one. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Bob the bill player. Yeah, exactly. You said, what if he's young? How do you act? You act like you got another one to call who's older and then go call him. Okay. Why? Okay. First of all, if he's young, you're not going to get nothing out of him. Y'all are just going to go date, talk, eat food. Okay. He's not going to be able to do too much, especially if he doesn't have much because he's young. So have fun. This is not a relationship channel. This is how to get money from a man channel. This is sprinkle sprinkle channel. So if a man does not enter your life to make it better, to improve it, to pay bills, to be a provider, why is he there? Is this puppy love? Are y'all still in high school? Are y'all still in college? Like, what is it? All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's 25 and 35. Oh, 20 and 35. Okay. If you want to waste some more time. I mean, he might be able to pay your phone bill and maybe he might be able to pay phone bill and maybe like get you a gym membership on the rich side of town so you can go meet somebody with some money or a little slightly older, maybe 45 and up. He might be able to he might be a good stepping stone. Unless he's got money. Like, does he have his own house yet? Does he drive a luxury vehicle? Does he have a good career? You know what I'm saying? If you got pregnant tomorrow, could he move you to the suburbs with a good school district and level you up to a luxury SUV? If the answer is no, don't roll around on the mattress with him, okay? Because y'all will be struggling if that happens. So I always look to see what they could do for you in 5 years from now. Are they going to be able to do that? If the answer is no, they're too young. If they're not going to provide you with the lifestyle that you want today at their age, the answer is no. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The answer is no. What do they do at the country club? They be dillying and dallying. They have sports, golf. Sometimes they have tennis or pickleball. You can take lessons. Um, they have a restaurant. They have a bar. They have social events. They have a pool. Some of them, you know. They have a cafe. So you could, like, if you want to go there and just sip wine and chill, you could do that. If you want to go, sometimes they have charity events. Sometimes they have like annual or monthly social events that you go to. Da, da, da. So they have stuff at night, in the evening, in the daytime, on the weekends. They got pool. They got lessons you can take or just play with other people that go there. So it's like you can do a lot. Some of them have a gym already in there. Okay. Sugar Daddy said you always look uninterested. When I'm the opposite, how to look open for it while he's all still don't attract the types I don't care about. You have to smile and look dumb, ma'am. That's it. Look, nothing attracts a man faster than the one that looks dumb and happy. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You gotta smile and look dumb. Smile, but don't give off no desperate energy either. So men always like to teach you. So especially, it depends on what type of place you're at. Smile, ask questions, look dumb. That's it. Men like to help helpless, dumb women. That's it. That's easiest, fastest way to catch a man. Ask questions, look dumb, smile. The dumb part comes in and asking questions or being super impressed by some mundane information. And even if you already know, just let them tell you. Sure, I go to the rich part of town, look cute and classy, men stare, but do not approach, whatever. Keep going every day. Go every day. Make friends with the women that will introduce you to other men that are also rich. Okay. So you go every day. And where are you going? Go somewhere where people are allowed to be social as well. You know, drop something, let them pick it up, make eye contact, say thank you. You got to make sure that you're also interacting and that you're there often. And you don't need, I don't know what you look like. I don't know how you dress. You say you dress nice. So hopefully just keep going. And it's a numbers game. Eventually, someone's going to talk to you and they're going to have some money. You see? Versus going out of the broke part of town. It's still a numbers game. Eventually, somebody's going to talk to you and they're going to have no money. So which one would you rather? Get on to the rich side of town. Eventually, somebody's going to talk to you and they're going to have some money. How would you feel if you got up, got dressed, put in effort, put on your makeup, did your hair, got a nice outfit, put on shoes every day to go to the broke side of town? Somebody's going to talk to you. But if you could have put that same energy in going to the rich side of town, and someone's going to talk to you eventually. And guess what? They got money. See? It's a numbers game. Depending on where you go and your environment, how much effort you put in, that's what you're going to get back out. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do. You know what? Whenever I need something done or a discount or I don't want to do something myself, I start acting real stupid and dumb and helpless and talking in a lighter voice. And my daughters watch me do this. Like whenever we're out and about, if something occurs and I just don't want to be bothered. I want the work done for me. I can't be bothered. I get this higher voice. I smile a lot. I tilt my head to look vulnerable, or I expose my neck, and I ask dumb questions. Oh, I don't know what that is. Could you help me? Really? I didn't know that. Oh, what is it again? And they were like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll get it. My daughters see me go from this talking like this, like girl da, 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 to this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. So they know exactly how to switch gears to get what you want. You got to switch gears. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing, but I'm act like I don't if I don't want to do it. Or I'm smart. I know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna act like I don't so that you can show enough interest to teach me something so I can get something out of you later on. So you think I'm a helpless, vulnerable woman. Even though men know women are doing that, they don't mind because it makes them feel masculine anyway. Okay, they're like, I know what she's doing, but that means she likes me. Ha 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 ha. Or that means that, she thinks I know the answer and I'm smart. Let me use this as a teaching opportunity to show her how intelligent I am. Yeah, men like it too. Men like when you act dumb sometimes. Lets them shine. Hmm. You said you can't do that. Your voice is like a caveman. Well, work on making it higher. Sing some Mariah Carey. I don't know. Work on making it higher. Get into your falsetto. I don't know. Hmm. Hi, how are you? You said what sunscreen I wear? I got a couple of them, child. Couple of them. What should I do if a potential business partner is flirting with me? Get money. Make sure the deal is sweeter for you. Don't roll around with them. Just get the money. So, yeah, start talking like Michael Jackson. Exactly. Or Ariana Grande. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what if you lose provider husband? Collect the insurance. He did? So sorry. RIP. Hopefully he got insurance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mhm. Oh, what if you just lost provider husband and you're separated? Okay. Well, he still gotta pay. He still gotta pay, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or where's your other one? I don't know. Don't you have two? Okay. Men are always talking about, what do you think about polygamy? Or I want 5 wives. Where's your other one, ma'am? Where's your other one on the side? Men always have somebody on the side. Make sure he got money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If y'all haven't learned anything from my channel, learn something. You said Paris Hilton does it and she has a deep voice also. Your sister proposed to her boyfriend. What are your thoughts on that? He got to tell his girlfriend. That's my thoughts on that. If a woman has to propose to a man, is there another? There's somebody else, or there will be soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What a nice way to emasculate a grown, able-bodied man. Okay. What a nice way to say that you like him a lot more than he likes you. What a nice way to say that you're a pygmisha. Is she gonna buy her own ring too? Wonderful. I don't think that's a good thing. I definitely feel like that's a very pygmisha thing to do, and I would not advise anyone to do so. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. You said you went to the rich side of town and met 5 in one day. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. See, it's easy to meet, guys. I don't know, like some of y'all. Here's my thing. I think some of y'all don't know how and what the targets are. I think y'all are just looking for Prince Charming, or you should just need to be looking for Spender. You know what I mean? Some of y'all too picky as far as looks are concerned, where you just need to be thinking about the money only. Because they might have friends, that you will get introduced to automatically. There's always the old rich man at the bar, or the old rich man on, at the cafe or whatever. There's always the old rich man, and he got other friends. You said, do you believe in starting from the bottom together? No, ma'am, I sure don't. Because he's not going to see you the same as when he gets to the top. Okay. If you start from the bottom together, you're going to see all that man's weaknesses, all his vulnerabilities. You're going to see all his struggle. You're going to see how you had to help him when he was down. And then when he finally gets up there, he's going to say, well, this woman does not respect me because she saw me from when I was nothing. But this woman over here who's only seen me rich and abundant, well, she likes me a lot more, and she thinks I did this all by myself, and she's more impressed with me. She doesn't look at me like, I was poor or broke ever. So he's going to like that feeling more than he's going to like the feeling of a woman that started with him at the bottom and knows all his flaws, all his vulnerabilities, all the times he fell off. You're not going to give him the same type of respect as that young, stupid chick that he's going to pay for everything for. That's just going to come in and swoop up all the things that he got now. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the same. Men want to feel masculine. They don't want to start from the bottom with you unless you're building them up for the next chick. You see? So I don't believe in starting from the bottom with no man. They gotta build themselves up. I don't believe in that. Unless you want to be starter wife. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Some women don't mind being starter wife. If he becomes very successful, you might be able to get something out of it when he leaves you. But at the same time, he's not going to look at you the same way, or he's not going to feel the same way about you once he gets there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said waiting to exhale. Bernadine built that company up, and then he's like, I'm done. Yeah, don't let no man build off your back. Y'all aren't building together. He's just building on your back, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would a man want to bring you into his struggle? He don't love you. All right, think about it like that. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap it up, but let me tell y'all, go and dilly dally. Don't be out in the clubs. Don't always be in the bars. Just go lounge around the nice side of town. Enjoy life. See what happens. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Would I let my daughter marry an 80-year-old billionaire grandpa when she's 30? When my daughter is 30, I'm not gonna be able to tell her what to do. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, think about that. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later. Thank y'all, everybody who sent sprinkle, sprinkle, cash apps and super chats. If y'all want to contact me, join my Patreon tier 2 and up, and you'll be able to message me. I'm getting ready to go take a little break, and then I'm gonna later on this evening, I'm gonna answer all of my Patreon messages back. So if you wrote me over the weekend, I literally was out of town. So I'm gonna answer all y'all back this evening. Okay. But here's my Patreon. It's also linked in the description bar. If y'all would like to join tier 2 and up, will get you access to be able to message me. If you join the mail out tier or the VIP tier, you'll get a handwritten card from me every month, as well as the ability to also message me and more. Okay. There's also PDF books that you are going to get access to after like a day or two of joining. And yeah, there's also journaling prompts if you want to start like your little level up journey through journaling as well for the mental side of it. That's also on there. Okay. And that's what y'all need to know if y'all want to join the Patreon. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye.